Detroit, live from Detroit.
What up, though? It's your man Jay Johnson, a.k.a. the tinfoil hat titan, a.k.a. the conspiracy realist, a.k.a. the technology snob, Steve Jobs Jr. Don't text him with your green bubbles, a.k.a. I only debate my equals, everybody else I teach. Also known as Juice, because all the hoes say J.U. Ice, Young Caesar, because you know you can't run without me, Mr. If you don't like me, fight me. I got kicked out of Noah's Ark because they couldn't find another animal just like me, a.k.a. the West Side T'Challa, the new leader of Wakanda. Don't debate me, debate your mama. I am the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. What up?
What up, though? It's your man Dame, 3_313. The West Side landlord, the pride of PA. High Chief Dame don't fuck around. The liquor store legend, the corner store conquistador, your mama's favorite dame, and the David Ruffin of the Shop Talk Podcast, because you know who the fuck they came to see. Not you, Otis. It's no better than these 4 letters. Thank God for Dame. And if you speaking on Dame, you better say it nice. And if you don't put the boss in front, then bitch, you not saying it right. It's the Honorable Judge Boss Dame and his bitch all rise. I am a motherfucking black belt. Let's go.
Yo, welcome back. Shop Talk Podcast, episode 419.
On you hoes. Let's do some karate in the garage. Like on Step Brothers.
Nigga, you said welcome to the Kumite.
Nigga, I do jujitsu during the day. I fight in kumites on the weekend. And the first non-person of color I run into tomorrow, I'm body slamming. So watch your fucking back.
Now, what do you consider color? Because when you wake up in the morning and look in the mirror,
I see my 100% Zulu face staring right back at me, and a drop of outlandish blood in my body.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you're not black and brown and I see you tomorrow, the first person,
okay,
I'm gonna body slam you. So
what's up.
Watch your back at the gas station.
How was your week, my brother?
Week was all right, man. So yeah, man, shout out to my kids for keeping me alive, dog. These niggas keep me young, keep me moving. I ain't gonna, like, my little dog had something going on, and them kids just keep you alive, dog. You can't never let your guard down when you got kids. You know what I'm saying? Like,
or animals. I got a German Shepherd. You can't. That nigga sneaky.
He's sneaky, but he ain't gonna kill you in the middle of the night.
Could be. You never know.
Maybe, but you feed him and treat him well.
Yeah.
And put him in a cage at night.
Look, so I'm coming to the crib off work today.
Yeah.
I'm like 2 blocks away from the crib, and I see a German Shepherd run across the street. And it looked like Omar. Like, it legit. I'm like, how the fuck would you get out the house? You know what I'm saying? You like to get out the house, to get out the bed, like, you know what I'm saying? So I pulled over, because he went across
just to see if it was your dog.
I pulled over, and then he walked up to the door, and he got a thing for the car. And I'm looking at him like, oh no, listen, they could be twins.
He's about to take another dog home with you.
I wanted to make sure he was cool. You know what I'm saying? Then I thought, like, he seems friendly enough. He's walking up to the car.
Bite your dumb ass.
Man, I thought it was my dog at first. So when I got in the car, I got to the crib, I opened the door, like, all right, here you go.
I used to date
very, very close.
I used to date this chick, and this stray pit bull would, like, be on her porch every day. So eventually she just decided, like, he seems friendly enough. I'm gonna make him my dog. And she let that nigga in the house. And after about 3 days, that nigga changed. He was dangerous as fuck. And, like, she had to call some people to, like, get that nigga up out the house.
Yeah, it's dealing with dogs ain't no joke.
Dumbass.
You know what I'm saying?
I told her from the jump, this is the stupidest idea, just to take in a stray ass pit bull, a grown pit bull. Get the fuck out of here.
You gotta know, if you're a dog person, no, not the dog person. If you know how to handle dogs, you could be straight. But that's a lot. Taking it straight. Because you don't know what the animal been through. You know what I mean?
Yeah, after about 3 days, though, that nigga started showing what he was really about.
Also, you may look at you like, this nigga ain't an alpha. A dog, they need a leader.
A pack leader.
Yeah. And
they like, pack animals.
They're like, nah, this motherfucker ain't it. Like, you get the wrong dog. I've been researching, so I researched German Shepherds, like, heavy before I got Umar. You know what I'm saying? And everything I kept finding was 10 reasons not to get a German Shepherd. Right? Okay. They gave you everything It was like, if you can handle this and this and this, I'm
And
like,
you still
all right,
got
cool.
one.
Yeah, for sure. It's perfect timing too. It was a COVID dog. You feel me? Through COVID, everybody got either married or an animal or some shit, or a baby.
Okay.
So I've been looking at not German Shepherds. I've been looking at Dobermans. You know what I'm saying? Because I've always really wanted a Doberman. I just got to figure out I need a work from home job again. As soon as I get another job, I work from home, I'm gonna get another dog.
When we have an opening, I'm gonna let you know. You can come on over to my spot. They'll take care of you.
Yeah, whenever your manager resigns, let me know.
She'll love you.
You got to report to me though.
She'll love you. That's never gonna work. That's not gonna work. I love you as my friend.
I'm a great leader.
I can't work. I can't report to you.
I'm a great leader. I lead some of my friends now.
Yeah, just not me.
Yeah, you know.
I'm a rebel. Can't tell me shit.
Hey man, as long as you make sure my job, as long as I don't get in trouble, I mean, and you do your job, and you know, I don't give a fuck what you do.
You're not gonna tell me what to do.
As long as you do your job and I keep getting paid, I don't really care.
I don't know. I just got problems with power like that. I can't work for you, bro. I respect you. I love you like my brother, but I just couldn't.
I just want you to remember that the next time I say I'm running for office and you ask me for another cabinet seat.
Well,
I'm gonna tell you that you can't work for me.
That's
dog.
different. You gonna let me do my own thing.
No.
If I'm head of like West Side Affairs.
No, you gonna report
Like
to me. Sorry, dog. I walked you into this corner.
I'm head of West Side Affairs. Just give me a nice little young and thick kind of like secretary or something.
I would fire you. You fired. Now you about to give me. I'm about to catch a lawsuit.
It's not gonna be no lawsuit. I'm just, she wear pencil skirts and stilettos every day. Like she still, just give me one of them, and I'll be straight.
You make the greatest decisions in life.
She just gonna answer my calls and take messages and shit. Set my appointments.
Sorry, man, you can't work for me. Can't do it.
Call LaKeisha if you
I got a problem with power. You know what I'm saying?
All right, whatever. See you at the top, nigga.
Anywho, man, go ahead. Man.
See you at the top. Shit, man. Just them kids keep me alive, dog. That's it. That's all I got. Nothing really popped off this week now that I think about it. But thank God for my babies. Thank God, man. Just seeing more days.
Yeah.
Because somebody ain't. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple. Thank God for days.
Big facts. Big facts.
Another week, another day, all of that. Because these bitches is not promised.
Did you go down to the NFL draft is here in Detroit?
That's right.
Did
I'd
you
like
go
to make a PSA about the draft, but go ahead.
Go ahead. This is your chance to make a PSA.
All right, I've been seeing a lot of y'all posting. I'm not gonna point out a particular group that you can go down there and like pull you a draft player or a coach or
that shit, though.
I have. Look at how that wig is sitting on top of your head right now. It looks like a helmet. You're not gonna pull nothing. Go back home, pull it together. You can't pull a nigga that even work third shift at the plant. Chill out. That's it.
I seen everybody.
That's probably a little bit of hate, but whatever.
It sounds like hate, but like
whatever.
You know what I do? What I actually hate is like everybody think they fucking funny. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to get their jokes off, and everybody want to like. I seen that same meme yesterday so many fucking times. Only NFL nigga you go get is a nigga from Linwood. Ha ha. For 0.4 seconds the first time I saw it. Like, it's just not that funny. But like people will like belabor the point and like it'd be like 50 crying, laughing, like it's not that, like come on, relax.
50 crying, laughing,
like
emoji.
Relax. Like fucking relax. There's only 13 draft players in town anyway. So
niggas don't be wanting to sit in that green room.
Yeah.
It's dangerous. Unless you going like top 5, I'll stay at the crib.
Well, you got to be a top person anyway for them to send cameras to your crib, right? So like, it gotta suck to not get drafted on your couch with your grandma, because like every time you go to grandma's house, you're gonna be like, duh, this is where I dropped in the draft.
But they probably not sending no camera crew unless they know you going relatively, at a decent spot in the draft.
You never know what happens in a draft, though, man. You know what I'm saying? You never know.
You could could be starting to get late. Where you at?
You can drop. And like everybody got these draft predictions. Like it was 7 quarterbacks picked in the first 12 picks.
Yeah.
And they didn't expect that. So it threw everybody else off.
Yeah, because even Brad from the Lions was like, they didn't expect
Oh boy, to still be there.
Terrion Arnold to be there.
So we jumped up to get him.
Yeah, my nigga Brad is he making me happy, man. He gonna turn my Lions the fuck around.
How you been liking the city?
What do you mean? Like as preparing for the draft?
As preparing for the draft and just in general recently.
Look, this is my city and I love the shit. I love Detroit. Ain't no place like it. I'll die in this bitch. I love Detroit. I like how the city is being, how downtown is being presented for the draft because they circumventing y'all niggas in a particular area.
I mean, it's not just downtown though. Like Detroit in general has just been looking good and better. Like they got a 27.5 mile greenway.
Yeah.
That's the Joe Louis Greenway, 27.5 miles, where you can go from 6 Mile in Davidson, ride your bike all the way down to the riverfront. You know what I'm saying? With lights and they've already started making it and doing everything. Like Detroit has really been on some really good shit. And guess what? Duggan been doing a good job, man.
I'm not shitting on him.
He been doing a good job. They've showed up. The most people who have ever been at an NFL draft, and tonight they just doubled it up and brought out 275,000 more. That's crazy. They said last year, or they said in Kansas City, there was only 300 and some thousand people like the entire weekend. We had 6 already.
That's crazy. It's crazy that many extra people is in town. Well, I mean, they are technically in town. Like niggas drive up from here. You know,
yeah, a lot of people in town that would normally not be here, and there's a lot of restaurants out there thriving. It's tough for people who live downtown right now.
Yeah,
that parking is crazy. And Saturday tomorrow,
it's gonna be a zoo.
It's a Tigers game tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah, 1:00.
Fuck.
Now it's a Tigers game. Sneaker Con is Saturday,
and you got the draft.
Yeah, so like
they had Woodward cut off. Like Woodward was like red carpet strip.
Yeah.
Damn.
So you got shit going on the Easter Market. You got shit going on the River Rock.
Oh yeah, because niggas gonna be down at Easter Market tailgating, shopping. It's Saturday at Easter Market.
Well, I'm saying they have Easter Market. They have different installations down there. So like football events and everything all the way through Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
And it's Easter Market. Like Easter Market on a Saturday just got a different vibe to it.
Yeah, man. City been looking real nice. We showed out.
I love it.
SummerSlam last year.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful occasion. Detroit is looking up and up. And from my understanding, Roger Goodell said we'll host one soon again.
I'm down.
And we may also be hosting the Super Bowl sometime soon.
I would love that. Because
now we have the infrastructure to do it. We hosted one before, Super Bowl 40, but now there's actually more hotels and more parking. I think probably like 6 or 7 more hotels have been built downtown since.
With more to come.
Yeah.
With more to come.
Everything's looking good, man. Have you seen the Detroit sign lately?
It's lit up at night.
Yeah, and they also put the landscaping on it too.
I haven't seen it.
So they got like the flowers underneath it and the backdrop behind them.
That shit probably look nice as fuck.
It looks beautiful. That shit looks amazing. But like niggas start taking pictures the second we put something down and just ran with it. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't even let us finish. Like can we do the landscaping? Can we put the bushes behind it? They got the flowers and shit up front. And it
niggas
shines
don't
at
understand
night.
city planning.
Also, I'd like to add the $400,000. You know, there's going to be like 4 or 5 of those.
Yeah.
All around the city. Versus niggas be nigging. You know what I'm saying? Oh, y'all spit X amount of $1,000 on it. How about you make something that's going to stand the test? What have you made?
I'll be honest. Now that I know they're going to be like, when I saw that shit, they're going to be in like different areas. Like that shit probably going to look pretty good.
And guess what? What happens when people come from out of town? They like to take pictures in front of that shit. And it promotes the city that you claim to be from. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, this is my city, not you. But like, well, let people take pictures in your city and promote. When niggas go to Atlanta, they take a picture in front of that Atlanta sign.
Yeah,
like
at the airport.
Yeah, like fam, Detroit. It's one on the west side. They got them everywhere. They're going to be everywhere.
Are they gonna say like specific, like west side, east side?
They're gonna say Detroit.
Oh, okay. Cause I was like, now that would be dope if it said like the specific hood you was in.
I'm out of hoods. I'm talking about neighborhoods.
That's what I'm talking about, neighborhoods.
Yo, shout out to all
Boston, Edison, Indian Village.
All the neighborhoods that are coming back and they're being called by like their proper names and areas, man. Detroit's looking nice. If I was you, I would purchase homes in the city of Detroit and don't cry about gentrification as if that means white people. Gentrification is to take something that has quote unquote lower value and build it up and make it in a higher value. That has nothing to do with being white. It got everything with you revitalize it. So it ain't just downtown, it's Corktown, it's Midtown, it's like a bunch of different areas, and like Brightmoor, they moving into Brightmoor.
Brightmoor Estates is what they gonna call that shit.
They moving into Highland Park is it. Highland Park has 3 and 4 story homes.
Yeah.
Like go to Highland Park and get you a house because that's about to be the Boston Edison district. I'm telling you for sure.
My homeboy got a nice ass house in Highland Park. Three stories, all hardwood. Like it's a nice ass fucking house.
Man, we was at Pete Brother crib the day that the power went out. When we had that blackout. And he is a barber, so he's work at Tones too.
Okay.
Pete other brother. So I had the Cavalier at the time and I had to had a power inverter in the car and run that bitch through the window so niggas can finish getting haircuts and shit. But that house, this was the first time I went over there and shit. This was what, 03? Yeah, 03. And it was a basement and then 3 floors.
Damn.
I'm like, we went upstairs and then we went upstairs again. I'm like, yo, I've never went upstairs again. Like, like Highland Park has some big ass fucking houses. You know what I'm saying? So like 8 to 10 years from now, you do that investment. And if you don't be mad when there's white people there who did it.
Can you imagine like Highland Park being like
how it used to be?
That'd be crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like
that'd be crazy.
Think about how big Detroit is. Detroit is so big, it has 2 separate cities physically inside of it. Hamtramck is inside of the city of Detroit.
Yep.
And Highland Park is physically inside the city of Detroit. Those are 2 areas you should probably invest in too.
I was trying to explain that shit to my daughter about Highland Park being inside of Detroit. Cause like we was going somewhere, I'm like, this is Highland Park. We'll be in Detroit in like 5 or 6 minutes. And then like we crossed over like, all right, now we're in Detroit. She's like, I don't understand how this small of a city. I said, it just works that way. So
I did the Googles, and originally it didn't used to be that way. But Detroit ended up purchasing all of the smaller areas around Highland Park long time ago. So it used to be separate, and then Detroit purchased everything else and then like surrounded the city. We took over. So if you from Highland Park, you from Detroit. But a nigga from Highland Park will tell you they from HP.
No, they're not gonna. They're just not gonna erroneously claim Detroit.
But like you literally are from it.
It's different
because
it's different.
You in it.
In Detroit, if you don't know, like niggas be real proud of their neighborhood.
For sure.
You proud of where the fuck you from, and you'll defend that shit.
The only other place, 2 places, but the only other place niggas are like really, really proud of where they're from, New York.
Yeah.
They really represent their boroughs. And whatever street. I'm from 145. I'm from whatever.
That's
Other
hard.
than that, Detroit it's
a proud place.
I'm from Detroit, West Side, Joy Road to be exact. Like it's be very
that means something.
Yeah.
That means something. I'm from PA. That's my hood. That's my liquor store.
Why you think people so connected to the area that they grew up in?
Because that's what you know. Those are where you probably form some of your most formidable, your first memories, maybe some even your best memories came right in your neighborhood.
A lot of times you like are a product of your environment because it has such a strong impact on who you are. And then when someone disrespects what made you who you are, you probably like take offense to that.
It shapes your sense of community. It shapes your sense of family, because that's literally like nobody gets to choose what hood they born in. Your parents chose that, they had you, and that's where you from. But like that's like part of your identity.
It's funny though, man. We talking about like gentrification and revitalization. Like you'll buy a chain that say 7 Mile and spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on said chain, but won't buy no real estate on 7 Mile. This your hood, but you don't own nothing in it. It's fucked up, and it's like it'd be frustrating.
I always said, man, when I get me some paper, my Detroit dream is to have me a house on West Outer Drive, dog. I really want Marvin Gaye house, but like if I had Marvin Gaye's house, why would I sell it? You know what I'm saying? Like
they be for sale.
I ain't never seen that house be for sale. I've been watching that shit since I was a little boy.
Some of these houses, because the Detroiters page, they went through, like some of these houses be for sale because like don't nobody know.
If I had some paper, I want Marvin Gaye's house on Outer Drive.
Because what would happen is this. You buy Marvin Gaye's house on Outer Drive. 30 years pass on, you pass away, and the person's
the kids
children,
don't want it.
They don't know. They sell grandma's house. They sell granddaddy house. All that generational wealth that people talk about, it start at that house.
I just feel like there's an essence there that I need to have. You know what I'm saying? Like that bitch is, the rooms probably just feel player.
Man, I used to, my family grew right on Linwood, which is right across from the Boston Edison district and shit, right? And my auntie friend used to stay right around there. She used to stay in John Sally house.
Yeah.
And
John Sally had a big ass house.
Big
dumb ass house.
And we went over there as kids, and like, I don't know how big the room is, but the room felt like humongous and a giant table. And under the table, it was like a bell, and that's where like the housekeeper or the person would come. And like, clearly it wasn't at that point, but like, it was like, man, this is a mansion. And it's right in the city. You know what I'm saying?
It was.
I still want to live over in Boston Edison. I want a crib over there.
I jumped out a window on Boston Edison. Thought I broke both my motherfucking ankles.
Man.
17 years old with some Timbs on. Jumped out the window.
Why would you do that?
Her mama came home.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
I jumped flat-footed, my nigga.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to duck and roll. I tried to land on my feet. Dumbest decision in the world.
Yeah, that's bad.
Thought I broke them bitches. Because what I'm going to do, I done jumped out this lady window and now I got 2 broke ankles in her front yard.
Man, did you see, I don't know what the guy name was. He got drafted last night. He was an African guy. It's been all over social media today. But like I watched it in real time last night while I was waiting for IT to fix their shit.
Yeah.
And his mom he's African dude. Big dude. His mom hugging him. His white girlfriend is on the other side of his mom.
Trying to like touch his thigh.
She just kept, because she like in her brain, she'll relax. Be like, wait a minute, but I need to be part of this moment. And I'll grab his hand, but then I look weird. Then I go back in.
First of all, his mama was blocking any real action.
Yeah.
His mama was blocking better than him.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he wasn't getting off on that one. I'm at the studio.
Oh, I thought you were about to bring it up.
Yeah, we're recording right now, so you're going to be on it.
What up, though?
I hit you up once I get done.
Okay, I'm going to have my getaway up.
All right. Shout out to my homie, Dr. Keena Day.
Oh, that's who that was.
Yeah.
Okay.
She home for the draft.
She was on the pod when we were still downstairs.
Yeah.
That was 2017-ish.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think she was on one time up here.
You think
it was
so?
a different book she was she had just released.
You all right. You all right. You know?
That's my dog. Since 10th grade.
That's love. Yo, matter of fact, we got my homeboy Busby in the building today. You know what I'm saying? Since 11th grade. I started going to Cody in 11th grade. So I think he was one in 10th. Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Eddie brought me some liquor too, man.
How is it?
Shout out to LeBron's Liquor Lobo 1707.
Is it smooth?
It is. It's pretty good. I can't even front.
Okay.
I got it on this way of the camera because he not paying me. You feel me?
I feel you. I mean, it's about principle and paper.
Yeah, man. Yo, man, high school friendships is important.
Niggas be your friends for life.
Like, I remember how when I was about to graduate high school, my church I used to go to Elam on Lasser in between 7 and 8 Mile. And my mentor at the time, his name was David Miller. He was like he worked for Dennis Archer. Like he was like he was like running right underneath him. And he was like, I never forgot about this either. He was like, listen, you about to get ready to go out of high school. It's my Sunday school teacher, by the way.
When he's like, some people are friends by circumstance, like 'cause y'all live in the same neighborhood.
You live in the same neighborhood, your locker next to them or whatever. Like, pay attention to like the people who you think are like your best friends, because you probably there by circumstance. It's not like a bad thing, but like because you've been walking to school with this person for 12 years every day, you have to be next to each other. But like once you remove the box that you have to be in, like pay attention to how many people you still stay in contact with. And like from high school, I probably got, it's under 10 people.
Nigga, she was hitting me up because she ran into a nigga that we went to high school with downtown. I ain't seen that nigga since we graduated.
It's probably like 5 to 7 tops.
Shit crazy.
It is.
We sat next to each other in 10th grade English and we've been friends ever since.
It's crazy.
Wild.
Yeah.
Fucking wild, dog.
Man, you get a chance to watch the Devin Haney fight?
Nah, I didn't. But I saw highlights. I didn't watch the fight live, but I saw highlights of that shit.
You think our guest coming, dog? I don't think so.
No, I don't.
Buzz, you want to talk some boxing, dog? Yeah, come on, man.
And if he come, I mean, we'll figure it out.
I'll step out the way, man.
No, shit.
He'll pull up. We'll set up another mic. We got enough.
I'll talk a little about boxing with the fellas.
You know what I'm saying? There's only a couple people I know who like watch boxing for real, and can like appreciate that shit, man. You got an intro?
No intro. What up, though? I'm gonna do the Detroit like Calvin Johnson said the other day. What up, though?
Did you know that they had to do an article to explain what up though meant? My cousin sent me an article because like so many people said on the draft last night. I think like USA Today or one of them publications was like, this means
it's a Detroit colloquialism.
Yeah.
You're greeted.
Yeah. Did you get a chance to watch the fight last week?
I watched the highlights, man.
Man, so look, it was a good fight. It was a really good fight, and I watched 11 rounds. Like the first round, I fell asleep waiting for the fight to come on. So when I woke up, it was 2 minutes left in the first round. So I literally missed the first 60 seconds of the first round. But I guess Devin got caught, and so like because when I woke up, like I can tell something had just happened because the energy in the crowd was like. Now when I watched it, it didn't look like he was getting beat up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like. Or whatever. So I missed that first left hook, right? I ended up seeing it later, but whatever. And then rounds 2 through 5, it was all Devin. You know what I'm saying? Like Devin had him, he was in the middle ring. Devin was stalking him, making him back up the whole 9 yards or what have you. And then I think he got dropped like in the 6th. He got dropped like 3 times. Now, on my scorecard, with the 3 knockdowns and the 1 point that was taken away from Ryan Garcia, I had it 112.
Really?
Really? Draw?
Yeah. Because I gave Devin the last round because Ryan literally didn't do anything. He wasn't even engaging. He was running around doing all like he didn't do anything. You know what I'm saying? I looked at the official scorecards and they gave him to Ryan, but like he didn't land as many punches. We gotta score the fight round by round.
Yeah.
No matter what happened in the round before, I gave Dev the last round, and that was like 112. And then watching the telecast, My man who did his scoring, he was 112. I'm like, all right, I'm not crazy then, because like somebody else scored at 112. And then when they read the cards, the first card they read was 112. I'm like, I know I'm not crazy because I got it on my own. Yeah. The teleprompter dude got it. And then one of the judges got it. And then the other ones was like clearly for Ryan. And I'm like, the three rounds that Ryan run, he won. You feel me? But like,
would you have been cool with a split decision?
I mean, I'm cool with the decision now.
Oh,
you know, what I mean? It is what it is. Like, I don't think he didn't win the fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got more damage than like you lost the fight.
So you don't feel like nobody got robbed?
No, I don't feel like he got robbed. I don't feel like the ref was cheating or whatever. I feel like if Ryan was more serious, he could have actually gained and got the actual knockout during the fight.
Yeah.
But he wasn't. Like, so he got a point deducted because he had Devin like wobbly, his leg was gone, and while he's breaking, you hit him on the break. Like, it's a clear break, and you punched him after you already had him fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So he took a point from you. Because you should have been taking a point from.
Right.
I could have disqualified you on some Roy Jones shit. You know what I'm saying? Roy Jones versus Montel Griffin shit.
Yeah.
I took a point from you. And the times that he had Dev like fucked up, if you would have just stopped if you would have not smothered your punches, gave him some room, he'd have failed. But you keep jumping on him or like getting real close to him, allowing him to wrap up, allowing him to like lay on you or whatever. Like, you could have done something different in this fight and you would have won a knockout. But Dev, who I give a lot of credit to, he got dropped 3 times and 3 times he got the fuck up and finished the fight.
Yeah.
In the 12th round. And I gave him the 12th round. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what happened where like the internet like hates Devin for some reason. Like,
I think it's his pops.
It's his father for sure.
Yeah.
It's
It's 100%.
His old man crazy.
Yeah, his old man be talking.
Yeah, but like,
that's the reason why.
He don't got like a whole bunch of power, right? But he was backing him up. Ryan say he hit harder than Tank. That's what he said.
That's just throwing some bullshit at a nigga. That's all. That's just throwing a little hate on a nigga.
I think he's trying to
what JUSA sprinkle.
Well,
just sprinkle a little hate on a nigga.
What he said is that Tank punches are more precise, and you don't see him coming. So when you don't see him coming, and he's a pinpoint shooter, like that shit dropped him because like. But he said Devin hits harder than him. He said Luke Campbell was the hardest punch he felt. Luke Campbell dropped him in the fight. I thought it was a really good fight. It was a really entertaining fight. And I didn't think Dev was getting up from the second knockdown. Like, I didn't think he can get up.
No, I didn't think so either.
I'm like, yo, he's about to get knocked out, but he got his ass up.
Yeah.
Like, and that's what
shows some heart. For sure.
And that's it. You know what I'm saying? I heard somebody and they was like, yo, Devin has always been the little brother to all these niggas. Cause he fought Ryan 7 times. He used to spar with Tank. Used to spar with Shakur and everything. Right. And like, he feel that he didn't got better and he was like the younger version, and like maybe they got the best of him, maybe they didn't, but like they all feel that they got, and like I want to fight y'all. I want the respect. I'm ready to I'd do anything for
I ain't the little brother. I'm on y'all level too.
Yeah. And it was a good fight, entertaining fight. I just thought he fought the wrong game plan. And I blame Bill for that though.
Yeah.
I like when niggas be having like crazy fathers, because them niggas be off the rocker.
Yeah, they do.
When a nigga have a crazy daddy, he be crazy for real.
The daddy be crazy.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But like, I don't know that I don't think it like helps the fighter.
No, it doesn't. But I think it does add a little entertainment value to the shit.
Yeah, they trying to sell the fight. Yeah. So that helps sell.
Because wasn't Ryan Garcia daddy a little crazy when he was about to fight Tank? He was talking a little stupid.
Yeah, he was.
Ryan Garcia father, he was. I don't know if it was after the fight. He ran up to what's my man for Matchroom, Eddie Hearn. And Eddie Hearn was like, he was trying to give him a play or whatever. And he was like, no, motherfucker. He started yelling at him. He was like, I'm giving him credit. He was like, oh, I'm sorry. Right.
Ready for a confrontation. He ready. Like, man, got it ready. Like, man, don't say nothing about my son.
It's funny, since all y'all three here, I tweeted some shit this week. Like, every nigga every nigga in Detroit has randomly seen Tommy Hearns somewhere.
For sure.
Just random as fuck.
For sure.
I used to run into him in Myers on Southfield and 12 Mile all the time. I ran into him in Duo on 12 Mile and on Northwestern and shit.
I ran into him a few years ago in OHOP. Right over here on what's that 10 Mile and
10 Mile Evergreen.
Yeah.
I seen a nigga at the Civis one time, CVS. And I was like, what's up, champ? And he always, all right.
Have y'all seen this Tommy Hearns, Sugar Ray Leonard,
Mike Tyson,
and Shane Mosley was on Mike Tyson podcast, and they all shooting the shit. I had no idea these niggas was like this.
Yeah,
they talk wild, and I thought like Tommy Hearns was like punch drunk and like not functional. Oh, that nigga functional, and them niggas talk hella shit.
Cause they all warriors.
Yeah.
And you put four fucking warriors in a room. Like, nigga, I ain't scared of nobody in this bitch.
Exactly.
Even at 60.
We can still throw some if you want.
Yeah.
That's what he was saying. And what's so funny is like
let's face off. They get them facing off and everything. Like
Tommy's still willing to get punched in the head as a senior citizen.
Yeah.
What's hilarious is like when you see them at fights and everything like that, they all nice and diplomatic.
Right.
Them niggas was talking hella shit.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, who knew these niggas?
If
was
them
like
niggas
that?
decided to get up and move the furniture out the way and was like, all right,
Let's do it.
3 minutes. Last man standing.
You think you can beat Tommy Hearns in a fight for 3 minutes?
No.
Hell no.
Not now. Not even now.
Yeah, no.
Because
he gonna hit you one that you don't see. Even though he all like this, you gonna be like, oh man, I got
and
him.
I bet you he still got reach.
Yeah, for sure.
He not letting you get close.
Yeah, he still like
He gonna
6'1".
keep you at. That's what I'm saying. Like the nigga's still tall as fuck and got long ass arms.
74-inch reach or 76-inch reach or something crazy.
Like
You're not gonna get close to him.
Nah, I wouldn't test that.
I wouldn't test it.
Yeah,
we all in the over 40 club, right?
Yeah.
Like when do y'all think y'all strength leave? Cause mine ain't left yet. But like when you think like if you out with your wife, you out with a loved one, and like you walking out there to protect her, like when you
Your
think
strength
you're not
leave once you stop doing something to keep it. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a neighbor on my street, the nigga that cut my grass, Mr. Joe. Mr. Joe like 70 years old. He cut the fuck up. He swole. But that nigga run twice a day. I catch him running in the morning and in the afternoon. He run twice a day. He's like, he work out 6 days a week. You know what I'm saying? That nigga using a push mower when he mow my grass. Like, he a strong old nigga.
Yeah.
So I feel like when you just decide like, I ain't gonna do this no more, then that's when you get old. That's when you lose it.
I agree.
When you feel like I ain't gonna do, like, I know niggas that used to hoop together. Like, now niggas, like my homeboy went out trying hooping the other week. That nigga was like trying to do a foot race or something with his son.
Yeah.
Nigga busted up his ankle, broke his fucking ankle. You know? He on the couch for the next 8 weeks. Like, it's starting to leave. You know what I'm saying? Like, the juices.
That's when you know it's time to hang them up.
You're probably still stronger than them, but like, I wouldn't try and do a foot race right now. I'd probably blow my fucking hamstring or something.
Like, pure strength, yes, but athleticism is different.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Like, your athleticism be shot by the time you probably like 35, 36, and start to decline. But your strength still be there.
I was trying to find this video we did at a family reunion. Like my uncle Junior, he's over 65. Okay, he's pushing 70. Used to be in the Marines. You know what I'm saying?
He's strong as fuck.
Yeah.
Uncle Junior still do his push-ups and pull-ups every day.
We was all doing arm wrestling and shit. And while he beat everybody. You know what I'm saying? On some like, it wasn't even close.
On some raw strength.
It wasn't even close though. I'm like, yo.
Because he's still doing 100 push-ups a day.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? He doing 100 crunches.
Yeah.
He eating right.
Family gatherings, somebody be in the backyard start doing some pull-ups and shit.
Let me show you how it's done, nephew.
Junior come out there.
Let me show you how it's done.
He the preacher. He the pastor. You know what I'm saying? Like, you not.
And he got the strength of the Lord.
Like, you're not expecting.
Uncle Junior.
If he walked in here, you would not assume strength.
No.
Like, you just wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Because he's always been like a slim, small frame, but like, you don't understand how much.
Yeah.
Let Uncle Junior grab
calisthenics and
your
that
ass.
body weight exercises that like
That's the key right there.
Because one thing is I'm bench press strong, and then you got like functional strength. Like
Two different things.
Like, can you help me move this furniture type?
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, I got this.
Yeah.
Like, damn, this nigga got the whole damn. Versus somebody who just bench press in one direction. That's not like functional strength.
So yeah, you lose that shit once you stop using it. Uncle Junior's still strong as fuck. Mr. Joe strong than a motherfucker. Like once you stop using that shit, then the old set in real fast.
Quick.
Yeah.
Cause you're not doing nothing to revert being old. So now, and I mean, you can still work out and shit once you old, but like nigga, had you never stopped working out, your old would probably feel a little bit different.
I always look at it as being like a cliff. It's a mountain and it's a cliff. Like if you stop working out, you fall off the cliff. Opposed to if you working out, you slide down the mountain.
Yeah, I
take
got you.
Take a slow slide. So the main thing is just try to keep working out and keep there's some type of physical activity going on. So when you start to lose it, it won't be a quick drop.
Yeah.
You got to prevent yourself from being old niggas. You got to drink tequila, fuck young women, work out a little bit.
Sugar Ray Leonard's 67 years old, dog. You be seeing him work out? He be hitting the bag and shit like that? At 67? I don't think I can beat Sugar Ray Leonard in a fist fight.
I know for a fact I can't beat Sugar Ray.
I cannot beat him in a fist fight. Now, if we just want to start tussling and shit, who knows? Who knows how strong his core is, though?
Right.
What if I can't get him to the ground?
So it's kind of funny you said that because we were...
you can't get a 70-year-old. You can't get a 70-year-old man to the
That's
ground.
crazy, right?
So not that long... during
you the old nigga.
during the Tank and the Ryan Garcia fight...
Yeah.
We were having a debate about like fighting Tank, a street fight with Tank.
Yeah.
My cousin was like, "Man, I could beat Tank up." I'm like,
No, you can't.
You can't
No,
because he's not
can't.
gonna let you get close to him. Like
And
even like you said, tussling. Like you don't get hit with a shot. That's
you've
like,
never been hit
exactly
like that. You've never been hit.
A dude that can throw punches and like
Now,
He gonna hit you in your jaw. And your whole head gonna start ringing.
exactly.
That's very possible. I'm 218 pounds. He's 135 pounds.
All right.
If I get my hands on him, I'm gonna fuck him up.
Nigga, you can't take Tommy Hearn. You just said you can't take Sugar Ray to the ground.
That
You're
nigga
not gonna do
tallest-
shit with Tank.
I said, who knows? Sugar Ray is heavier than 135 pounds.
All I'm just saying, like either one of them niggas.
Did you see the video Tank posted the other day?
Which one?
He was dancing. He looked skinny as fuck. Like a little too skinny, actually.
But still, that nigga's a professional fighter. Even if you get two hands on him, like, and he got hands free, he gonna fuck you up.
He gonna hit you so
He's
fast.
gonna fuck you up.
That's what I'm saying. So like in the street fight, like niggas just don't be like, all right, guys, on the count of 3, let's fight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It'd be like, yo, who the fuck you talking to? If I get my hands on him, but he got really fast hands.
Do you think you can grab him? That's the key. Is getting to him
He's
without
gonna hit
hitting
you 3 times when you try and grab him.
Exactly. That's what I mean. Like, bye. You gonna be like, oh man, I didn't see that coming.
He's definitely gonna hit you when you try and grab him.
Yeah, I think I can take the first couple.
Jay, I love you, bro. I do, but I don't.
I got a high tolerance for pain.
See, I'm only
I'll take
165 pounds, so I'm longer than him. I'm 61, but me getting to him and grabbing him,
He not getting me down to the ground.
no, he's not gonna ride.
Maybe
what
he
I'm
won't
saying?
get you down to the
He's
ground,
not
but if that
gonna
nigga punch you in your fucking face,
Yeah.
he's going to do damage.
Nigga, if you get punched in your face by a regular guy, he might do some fucking damage. Getting punched in the face multiple times, we like regular niggas cannot just take a bunch of punches to the face.
So Devin Haney had a debate with what's my man name, Martin something, a bodybuilder. They had a debate on one of his podcasts.
I did see that.
And Devin Haney was telling him the same thing, and that dude's 6'2", 275.
Yeah, I know
and
that
Devin
dude,
Haney is
yeah.
like, look,
Dude
basically,
in good shape. I said I'm dunking basketball.
Bradley
too.
Martin is his name, and
Yeah.
he's like, Devin Haney like, no, dude,
I'll
like,
fuck you up.
Yeah, I can fuck you up. Like you never been hit before, really truly been hit.
And the thing is, this
like,
also
by a
is
boxer, a
like,
professional boxer. So
the thing is that I also can just fight though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
you could.
no,
just
I'm not
fight.
talking about me. I'm talking about if I'm Devin, I also can fight.
that's what he was saying too. He was like,
You know
I
what
can
I'm saying?
fight, like I can street fight, like even though I'm a boxer, I can fight.
Now, a nigga that I know I have no fucking like the Juggernaut, right? There's I don't know that a boxer in a street fight with him is winning. Matter of fact, I can guarantee they not.
He a bare knuckle fighter. That shit just different.
Yeah.
Like, because like
That
you not
nigga's
even-
using his bare ass hands.
Yeah, like you used to wrapping your shit up and being all nice. And I punch niggas in the forehead for a living.
Yeah, no.
Like,
Yeah, that's not.
And the hands probably feel like concrete blocks.
Exactly.
I'm more afraid of him than any other boxer. I would literally like I'll fight anybody else.
You'll fight Floyd?
Yes. If you say Floyd or the Juggernaut, pick
fight
Floyd.
Floyd.
Pick Floyd.
Both them niggas is gonna hurt you.
Yeah.
They both gonna hurt you
I've been hurt in a fight before. It is what it is.
badly.
But like, if you go into a fight scared of the nigga that you fighting, you gonna lose.
No, I mean in the moment you can't be scared. You got to be lying harder because when a fight happened, it happened quick.
Yes.
Bitch, what?
Yeah, boom.
Nigga, what?
Yeah.
Because
And then y'all fighting.
For sure.
at the end of the day, I am not going to willingly allow you to do harm to me. Nigga, you trying to kill me. Cause if I fall to the ground, niggas gonna stump me.
Yeah, for sure.
So
The key is not to fall.
whatever. Remember, 50 Cent was like, everybody think they tough. Well, everybody could be tough. Just know, it's not a nigga that's like tougher than you. It's a nigga who got that same toughness.
It's the same nigga as you. Like he's talking about nigga wanting to get his jewelry. He's like, you feel you could wear your jewelry anywhere. Well, it's a nigga that feel like he could take your jewelry anywhere.
Whatever
like,
you willing to do to keep it, it's another nigga willing to do that exact same thing to take it. You know what I'm saying? So like, I get it. You boxer, blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to make it home to my family at the end of the night. That don't mean that I'm going to win. But like, my father said when he
your
was
life on the line if you fighting.
my father was like, look, I ain't never won. I have not won every single fight that I've been in. He's like, but I bet whoever I fought don't never want to fight me again. And that was just that was like, okay, fine. Win or lose, I know this nigga don't want to fight me no more.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like it's niggas who done won in the boxing match. I'm like, I don't want a rematch. I don't want a rematch because like
I ain't got nothing to prove.
Like I'm not fighting you again.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. What I don't know, man. So I don't know if y'all heard, but Derek James is suing Earl Spence, and Earl Spence has countersued Derek James. Have y'all heard about that?
No.
So, and that's why they split. They not training each other no more. They don't fuck with each other no more.
Well, I assume if you sue me,
But the law. So the thing is, Derek James feels that he is deserving of 10% of the Terrence Crawford fight and all of the back end. Spence was like, you get 10% of my purse, which he's already paid. He wants your purse and the pay-per-view money and the back end.
Oh.
And they don't have a contract. They've been working on a verbal agreement since 2012.
we don't have shit.
Yeah, you don't got it on paper then. It's like,
Well, what?
what's
Now,
the argument at that point?
I don't know what the argument would be, but like, have you been getting back in money for pay-per-views?
Right.
Because if not, why would you get it now? You know what I'm saying? He's suing for like $5 million because now he thinks he doesn't got paid correctly for a bunch of the last 5 pay-per-view fights.
No, we're not gonna do this.
I don't know. I've never heard of a trainer getting back in pay-per-view money.
Me neither.
Like, it's 10% of my purse, my G. Now, when I'm the promotional company and I get back in money because I man down promotion, like, that don't got shit to do with you.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah, unless we got a deal. No.
I gave you your money,
Exactly.
and like, I gave you your money, my nigga. Like,
They probably seen that payday. Like, man, he got a.
because they say he probably made about 25
Counting that
million.
nigga pockets.
Yeah.
Pocket counting. That's all that shit is.
Yeah, for sure.
Remember, I don't know if y'all remember, but like, there was an argument on one of the Floyd 24/7s with his father, and he was like, "No, nigga, you got a flat rate. Fuck, it don't fucking matter how much made this fight.
Exactly.
Your job is the same. Get me ready for the fight. You don't get paid more."
Exactly. I'm the one who's going in there and put my body on the line.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I want to raise
We can argue. We can do that, but it don't
off
got
this
nothing.
last fight.
It don't got shit to do with how much money I made on the pay-per-view. You didn't make pay-per-view numbers go up.
Exactly.
Like, you got me ready for the fight that I fucking lost badly. Okay. Right. Do I get money back when I lose a fight, motherfucker? I got destroyed out there. And I did not think did you see that shit coming?
Yeah, no, I didn't see that coming.
I did not.
That came out of nowhere. That's one of the biggest surprises of
so like, nigga, if I
15,
lose, do I not get to pay you?
Yeah, like that's not how it works.
Let's make this spicy. Let's put a little bit more on the line.
That's how rappers be like, yo, I ain't get my money, but the record label ain't pay me.
Nah, nigga, that contract said you wasn't getting that money.
Well, nigga, did you recoup? Did you make more money than I spent trying to put this shit the fuck out?
Exactly.
And like, if you put an album out and I don't make no money, I don't get my advance back. So why you think you should get your masters now that
Exactly.
like I don't get my money back if you don't do good? I matter of fact, I'm a record label. Most of the artists I sign never make it. I put all this money in. I put the single out. That shit don't blow. I get one artist that blow, and now I need to eat too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I've been wasting money for 7 years. I finally get one to blow, and now that I make some money, I got to give you your shit.
Exactly. Because at the end of the day, the contract is a contract. If Spence and his training didn't have no contract, that's the letter of the law right there.
The contract only cool when I think I'm good. That's all. The contract cool when like I'm in the hood and I'm eating pork and beans every night. Like, all right, this contract cool. But like now,
Right.
nigga, I done traveled the world twice. You know, I done made a little bit of paper. This shit unfair as fuck. I should be making more money.
I think Derrick James was working a regular job too. I don't know if he still does now, but like,
Cause nigga, we train at certain times in the day. Take your dumb ass to work for the rest of the time.
because I remember it was in an interview when he was like, something he had said, he alluded to like after he get off work. I'm like, yo, like why you work?
Look, man, niggas is really only fighting twice a year, maybe 3, maybe.
Okay. My cut is 10%.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, nigga, if you only fighting twice a year,
So you make,
like,
if you Earl Spence, you make more than this. But let's say you make $6 million a fight. That's 600,000, nigga, for one fight.
I still got to pay taxes. I still got to, like,
I bet you your job don't pay you more than 300,000.
no, it doesn't. It doesn't.
And that's one fight.
Fight, yeah. So
Like,
we're talking about 600,000 in 1 year.
no,
like,
nigga,
after taxes.
I'm not going to work
Yeah, no.
unless you maybe you're there for the benefits or some shit. I don't know, but like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to work. But now he got Ryan Garcia. He got
Oh, well then. Good then.
Frank Davis. Frank Martin, who about to fight. Frank Martin is about to fight Tank Davis.
Okay.
He from Detroit too. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who gonna win that fight. I mean, I guess I would like Tank. I would like Frank Martin to win. So I'm gonna root for Frank Martin. I mean, conventional wisdom would probably lean towards Tank. But
who would you go put your money on, nigga?
if I'm putting money, I'm putting it on Frank because I win more money. And Tank don't necessarily be fighting nobody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the Ryan Garcia and Pitbull Cruz? Who else he got?
Rolly?
Rolly? Rolly is like Ricardo Mayorga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you need a victory,
You
go
need
fight.
somebody. But he's still a decent opponent. You know, he gonna give you a fight. He just not gonna roll over for your ass.
No, he got his ass whooped. Pitbull beat the fuck out of him until he knocked him out. Tank knocked him out. I saw him get beat and get a gift of a victory. Like, Rolly has never been good.
No,
He's a strong guy.
he talks a lot.
He ain't never.
He can sell a fight.
Yeah.
At least he sold. He sold.
He
that
need to
Tank
fight. In my personal opinion, Rolly versus Devin should be next.
Too dangerous.
For who?
I'm just coming off of L.
They both coming off L. Shit, Rolly coming off a knockout L.
Yeah, he got knocked out.
They both, you know what I'm saying? And if I'm Devin, I need a name, and I need somebody I can beat.
Right. So who's Terrence gonna fight?
Terrence fought. He about to fight for the 154 belt. I can't think of the dude name.
Okay.
But he about to fight in the summertime. So like on some random shit, the niggas over in Dubai and Saudi Arabia, the Sheikh, His Majesty, he put a fight card together. Like Wednesday, and they announced that shit Thursday.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And like a lot of these
Power right
fights
there.
that be, and it's happening,
money.
and it's
Yeah,
over here in the
power
U.S.
money right there.
Usually they be fighting overseas, but
Right.
they fighting over here in the U.S. And like Terrence say, in 3 fights I'll be undisputed at 154 because he about to fight for a belt.
Right.
And if he undisputed at 135, 140, no, he was undisputed at 140, 147. If he get 154, ain't nobody been undisputed in 3 weight classes.
No, nobody. So
nobody.
So would that be enough for Canelo to take that fight against him?
Canelo about to fight Munguia. Like
Canelo need to be fighting.
He not.
He not gonna fight up
Benavidez.
Yeah, Benavidez.
Benavidez is on the same card with Terrence Crawford.
Canelo at the end of his career. He not taking them type of fights no more.
Which is crazy though, right?
Because he's still only, 32, 33?
Because Floyd was 36 when he fought the 23-year-old Canelo.
Yeah.
At 36 years old.
Right.
I'm fighting a young lion, and you want to fight niggas who 35.
This different. I don't have to run my business like you run yours. Nigga, I'm taking easy fights, easy money.
You took an L,
trying to ride this wave.
Yeah, like,
you know what I'm saying?
first of all, my name almost ain't worth that much. Like, I'm at the end of my rope. Like, just give me a couple easy fights.
He did quote unquote face of boxing because he do all the pay-per-view numbers and all that shit, but like you wouldn't fight the Charlos. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't fight Andrade. Won't like you won't fight Benavidez. I thought you lost to Laura. You got the point victory.
Is the Benavidez the same as Terrence Crawford not fighting? What's James Enos? What's my man's name?
Jerron Boots Enos.
Boots. Is that the same situation kind of? Is the risk too big for Terrence to fight Boots?
I think, which is interesting enough, I think what's going on with Boots is the same thing that went on with Earl and went on with Terrence Crawford. But now that they on the other side, I think they understand, like, yo, why you get undisputed in one fight when I had to get all these belts?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, at this point in my career, for Terrence or somebody like that, like, I'm trying to take these big fights that make me large sums of money.
Exactly.
And you don't have that for me now.
Yeah, you don't got the cachet.
And it's not that you're not a good fighter. I don't think you, but like, you don't got it. And that's what the Earl was going through when he wanted to fight Keith Thurman, and Keith Thurman wouldn't fight him. Y'all get you a belt, and I got a belt. Right. Now you wouldn't fight me. Or when Terrence Crawford and was trying to fight Earl, he like, my nigga, who
are you? Kinda.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm on this level, and you below me, beneath me right now.
But Boots just signed with Matchroom with Eddie Hearn. So like, now I'm with a real promotional company. They gonna get me some of these fights. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'll be fighting on DAZN. My rep will get up. You know what I'm saying? More people will know me. He the IBF champion. So
he got a chance against Terrence, you think, if they were to fight?
I mean, who knows in real life? Because Boots ain't never fought nobody. He looks excellent when he's fighting, but like, listen, ain't none of these niggas fought nobody.
Yeah.
Because like,
it's about cherry picking.
Think about this.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't know how good Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford is, because like, look at the field. So like, before that fight,
especially welterweight. I mean, the field and welterweight ain't really
like they got a whole bunch of people. Like, the biggest names on Earl's resume was Sean Porter, Danny Garcia.
Right.
Like, Sean Porter and Gannon, them niggas not like no world beaters. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They're not.
This not like back in the day. Niggas don't build rivalries. They have no
and they have fights against each other.
They have no interest in fighting niggas that I might lose. Like, nigga, I'm going for the big payday. I can't take an L 2 fights before what could be my big ass fight. Like, I'm not fucking with that nigga. It makes me think about
what you were just talking about with Tommy Hearns and Hagler and Sugar Ray Leonard.
They fought each other.
They fought each other 2 and 3 times. You know
who I thought
they weren't backing down. They were.
I think it was like a round robin of dudes. It was Manny Pacquiao, Eric Morales, Jesse James Leija, and what's the other dude? Barrera. It's like 4 of those guys, and they fought each other so many times. Like, they made their name fighting each other.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So out of those 4 people, there's like 12 fights.
Or like
and
Manny Pacquiao and Juan Marquez.
Yeah, Marquez was the other name too. It's like 5 of them people, and they fought so many. Some of them had trilogies, and
That's what I'm saying. These young niggas ain't got no interest in fighting each other 3 times.
Exactly.
Which is why I gave the young dog Devin credit, because you the weakest power puncher, but like you send contracts to T.O. T.O. said I need $20 million to fight. My nigga, he said that on video. I saw it with my own eye. Yeah, we'll fight $20 million. What, nigga?
Right now.
Who the fuck? Okay, sure. Tank.
You don't want to fight.
Tank don't want to fight for whatever reason. Tank want to fight. Shakur, we sent you 3 contracts. More money than you ever made in all your fights combined. You didn't fight. You want to fight. But then you want to send me bottles in the club, act like I'm ducking you. You know what I'm saying? And then you go out, fight a no-name nigga for less money. 2,000 people show up fighting on a Wednesday night on ESPN and look bad doing it. And you could have been undisputed champ. Like at the time, I have every belt.
Exactly.
You just got to beat one person and you undisputed and you won't fight me.
They trying to do the WWE shit. You just stretch the storyline out. Like, I'm not going to fight you right now. Like,
Build the anticipation.
We can do this for another year, my nigga.
Right.
Yeah.
We still be young enough to scrap.
I don't like how I'm a fan of Devin. You know what I'm saying? He ain't like the best fighter in the world and no shit like that. But like, I thought his last couple fights were the wrong type of game plan. Like, Bill sent him out like, yo, we gon' I'm sending him in there to hurt Devin. I'm sending him in there to kill Devin. We gonna meet me in the middle of the ring. Meet me in the middle of the ring. My nigga, that's not your strong suit.
Right.
Your strong suit is being a clever, crafty boxer.
Boxer, exactly.
Why would you go in there and try to hook with a hooker,
Exactly.
slug with a power puncher? Like, he did this shit with Prograde, and he dropped Prograde first round.
Right.
And he,
I know why
he
that's
won,
so funny to
but like,
hook with a hooker.
like, that's not your... That's, you know, and I get it, because everybody keeps telling you ain't got no power. You want to prove that you...
But you got to fight to your strengths.
Yeah.
That's the thing with the boxing game.
And
that's what made Floyd Mayweather so great, and he can adjust. You got to be able to fight to your strengths and avoid fighting to another fighter's strengths.
But you talked about it earlier. That's why the niggas cherry picked. That's why I'm not going to fight this nigga.
Yeah.
Because that fight ain't to my strength.
Is it? Yeah.
So I'm not going to fight you. Nope.
Also, so apparently everybody knew that Ryan Garcia wasn't ever going to make weight. Like, he never attempted to make weight.
Didn't Floyd tell him to come over 3 pounds? Or
that's what Ryan said. We don't know if he actually said that.
But
that's what Ryan said. But like, so normally, if there's a championship fight, somebody doesn't make weight, he can't win the belt. And if the person with the belt loses, the belt is now vacant. Devin keeps the belt. He didn't lose his belt.
Yeah, he didn't.
Because the WBC and everything was like, well, nigga, you wasn't never going to make weight. Like, you literally, I didn't know this. So if you come 2 pounds over, you have to attempt to lose the weight. If you come 3 pounds, they won't make you lose weight at 3 pounds, because they say it's damn near impossible to lose 3 pounds in a short amount of time. If you come 5 pounds over, the fight's off, because you're in a different weight class now.
Right.
So 3 pounds is the magic number where I don't even have to attempt to make the weight.
Okay.
And he didn't have to drain himself. Now you've seen, and it shouldn't matter, but you've seen how fucking drained Devin looked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I didn't have to destroy my body. Of course we can rehydrate, but I don't have to rehydrate from this negative weight. I'm just gonna be strong as fuck in the ring. Now Devin, he a big dude. He can be a weight bully too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll come in at weight, but fight night I'll be heavier. So it's not like, same thing when he fought Prograde, he looked bigger than Prograde the night of that fight. You know what I'm saying? So that worked to his advantage.
Now that's the shit that I don't like, that a nigga can be like,
it's always been that way.
I know, but I'm just saying, you weigh in
I don't like
at 154, but then you show up at 163.
Yeah. I don't like it, but it is what it is.
Rehydration. Yeah,
Nigga been eating steak for 3 days before the fight. You know what I'm saying?
Now, Roy Jones was on Cam and Mace pod. They asked him about it. He was like, I don't care. He's like, I want you. He said, I'm pound for pound. So I want you at whatever weight that you think you best at. I'm going to come at the weight that I need to be at, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I want the best version of you. If you think you better heavy, same thing with Floyd. Floyd never came into a fight over 151 pounds.
Yeah.
Even when he was fighting at 154, Canelo was like 165 that fight. I don't give a fuck because it's more than it's skills, not just brute. But some people, I do think they make weight classes for a reason, though.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you walk around at 175, they go fight a nigga at 175.
Exactly. Because a lot of these guys be dehydrating themselves, and then like you said, when they rehydrate, they really like Floyd always technically was really that's his walk around weight.
Yep.
That's the reason why he's never really, you see him rehydrate. It was never really like a rehydration thing with him. But you do got some guys that come in and make weight at 147 and then rehydrate to 165. Yeah. You're like, hold on.
Earl Spence he a big 147 pounder. He walk around about 175.
Exactly.
So like fight night, y'all niggas is middleweights in here.
Exactly.
Like just fight at middleweight then.
Exactly.
If everybody just fought at their walking around weight, if you don't got no power, you ain't got no power.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But
there won't be no excuse like, I'm dehydrated. I took my power.
Jay, but it's the same shit you said about the music the other week. Niggas just try to get in the best way they can.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
that's like saying like a nigga who got money, you shouldn't use money to get girls. Well, nigga, we all using what we got. You using humor, you using your good looks. I'm using money, nigga. Don't be mad at me because I use money.
Why wouldn't I use this $100,000 car in my $2 million loft in Bloomfield?
Exactly.
Yeah. So like
that's gonna get them panties to drop.
Yeah, so. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I just love boxing so much though. I do want to see like the best fight the best, and it be like a even playing field.
For sure.
Like when you battle rapping, like nigga, you got a ghostwriter, my nigga. It's not fair. But I don't know, man. I don't know if y'all saw Bill Haney and Floyd Mayweather get on.
Yeah, I saw they was on live together talking crazy. Haney was talking crazy.
Like I like Bill Haney. You know what I'm saying?
Do you?
I fuck with Bill Haney, but like in this particular conversation, like my nigga, what's really going on, dog?
He just talking crazy.
Like what's really, because he said what's really what the real issue is. I don't know if niggas peep, but he said what the real issue was. And so Devin, Floyd Sr. used to train Devin. You know what I'm saying? He used to be around the Mayweather camp all the time, the whole 9 yards. And Bill was like, when the contract came around, Devin ain't want no monthly. He wanted to be a boss. So AKA, when I offered a contract to come over to Mayweather Promotions, it wasn't enough money for y'all. And since then, you basically hated me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like this whole lead up to the fights, he always, fuck that Mayweather shit. You know what I'm saying? It's the Haney era. This ain't the Mayweather. He just been throwing shots.
Yeah.
So like, what really happened is the sparring footage from Tank and Haney came out, and everybody assumed Mayweather did it. Mayweather said, I promise you I ain't do that shit. But whatever. But since that came out, it's been Mayweather, you a bitch, you this. Yeah, so it's like, damn, my nigga. So he got like, when did we go wrong? Exactly. Like, what's your issue with me?
Exactly.
Niggas always feel slighted.
Yeah.
When the money ain't what they feel they deserve, they just feel slighted. That's it. Like, nigga, we might have been able to negotiate some shit, but niggas always take the nigga route.
Devin,
it's always about money.
Devin, 25 years old right now. This was like 7 years ago.
Right.
Talking about you want to be a boss. Nigga, I can't make you a boss. That's some shit you got to do for yourself.
You got to go through the trenches, man. And then.
But I mean, he felt like he could bet on himself young. I mean, what nigga don't feel like he can, especially young and at that age and doing what you do, niggas feel like I can be the best at this shit.
And it's cool for Devin to think that. And he's 100% right. He started Devin Haney Promotions. He take the lion's share of the money, the whole 9 yards. And Devin ain't never came out there and said no wild shit. It's your father. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's always his father though.
It's your dad.
Devin doesn't really say too much or nothing.
He's a respectful young guy. Yeah. He always says the right thing.
Or maybe I just let my dad be the mouthpiece. You know what I'm saying? That's what I really want to say.
Yeah.
But like,
that's what they always say when it comes to athletes. Is like, be careful of what your crew say or somebody a part of your little.
Look, my nigga, as a father, this my son and he the best motherfucker walking the planet.
Exactly.
And all y'all niggas some hoes. It's my child.
But
I want to be the crazy parent.
But you also can't burn the bridges and then think somebody blackballing you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man,
Y'all not fucking with me because I'm black.
No, nigga, you just annoying. You talk so much shit like, nigga, you doing bad business. You burning bridges, and like your son is the one that got. We fuck with your son.
Yeah.
He a nice kid. He can fight the whole 9 yards. But like you extra, you OD.
And nigga, it's a package deal.
Like when
you
you
come with the crazy.
When you all nigga in the streets, nigga, we 50. What you mean the streets? What are you talking
Y'all
about?
haven't seen the streets in 30 years.
Like you took an L in the streets, nigga. You went to prison.
Right.
You wasn't good at what you was doing in the streets.
Exactly.
He probably still in the streets. Maybe buy some street drugs.
What's so crazy was he was like, you know, I just be doing this. I'm on some comedy shit. Wait a minute, dog. What? I'll pull up and ask you what's your issue with me. Night. Oh, it's just some comedy shit. What?
Right.
Then keep my motherfucking name out your mouth, comedian.
Exactly.
This what hurt though. And they was going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's two things. One, another person can't make you a boss. That's just not how this works.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Sure.
Floyd, was making $8 million a fight on my top rank deal. I said I want to fight De La Hoya. I want to make $20 million a fight. Bob Arum laughed at that nigga, said, you will never make that. Bought himself out of his contract. And ever since that day, he's been quote unquote ducking. He's a bad guy. He's not a good fighter, blah, blah, blah. Ever since I took my career in my own hands and I did that shit. I went from Pretty Boy to Money Mayweather. I made myself the villain. I got to sell these fights. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I got to do all that. So Devin Haney Promotions, he doing a really good job. You know what I'm saying? But like,
I give it to Floyd. He definitely probably the best businessman in boxing ever.
Andre Darrell was recapping the fight, and he was like, "You not Floyd, though." You know what I'm saying? Like, when I see you pulling up in the Rolls Royces, like, you not Floyd. No. I see you walking through the mall with security guards and shit, like, you're not Floyd.
Exactly.
And everybody wants to be Money Mayweather without being Pretty Boy Floyd.
And that's the thing. People don't understand how cold. He was still a great, super great, all-time great fighter as Money, but Pretty Boy, good night.
Because it's always like that old adage. Niggas start out and they be in the trenches.
Yeah.
You fight different when, like, nigga, you worried about going back to the life he was living.
Exactly.
I used to watch young Devin Haney when he was like 15, 16 years old in the Mayweather gym working out with Mayweather Sr. They be like, yo, this gonna be the next. This gonna be the next. And like, he got a similar story. They said Floyd couldn't punch. You know what I'm saying? You can't punch. And when him and Bill was arguing back and forth, that nigga say, you need some help. That shit set Bill off. You like, you need some help with your son? You know, you needed some help with your son last week. Ooh. That nigga said, nigga, your son needs some help tonight.
Yeah. He done went radio silent.
Who that?
Since the fight.
He said some shit earlier today.
You tell me something like that about my son, nigga. We gonna fight. We gonna fight. Me and you gonna fight.
You keep talking about my son. Nigga, I just said some niggas in the streets. You know what I'm saying? I told him to Leo. You know, that's a Mayweather kid. He keep trying to play this gangster act like when I was in the streets recently, I seen your son get into some shit. And I
get you touched.
And I said, don't do that because that's a nigga, you owe me an apology. You owe me. You should say thank you. And Floyd like, look, man, after these kids get a certain age, they gonna do what the fuck they want to do.
True that.
Like, they gonna do what the fuck they want. Them niggas is grown. Right. You think I like my daughter out here doing this wild shit for
NBA young
boy. She just on the internet last week talking about I'm trying to get my nigga back or some shit. Like, this nigga, like, I don't like that shit, but like, what you want me to do?
Bro,
they grown now.
I got a 14-year-old and I'm struggling right now with her. Like,
you ain't seen shit.
And right now,
you ain't seen shit yet.
I'm only 14 years in the game. Imagine she gets 18, 19.
About when you in the 9th grade, like, your parents know you, but you know your daughter, right?
Right.
But you don't know her.
Nah.
Like your parents knew you.
Yeah.
But they didn't know the other side of you.
No.
What happens when you
leave the door, the confines of the house?
Yeah, they don't know how you talk, like how you really talk. Like, they know your core values and shit like that. But like, I guess it's different.
And even those core values, especially where we from, You can have all the core values all you want, but as soon as you get out get out that house, get around your homeboys and get around the wrong individuals, then those
nigga, once you just leave out the house, you cussing different as soon as you hit the corner,
exactly.
nigga.
Big fact.
What's up, motherfucker?
Exactly.
You know what I was at? You know
Right,
that was the saying. What I was at?
Exactly.
Nigga, I'm 10 years old. What the hoe was that?
Exactly.
Nigga, what?
You see your mom coming.
Never even met a hoe.
Hey, you see your mom coming. Yes, mother. Like,
hey, mom.
So she pull off. Fuck that. Where the hoes at? Like, okay.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
You have no idea where the hoes at. You're 10.
Right.
No idea. Ain't never met one.
Man, it gotta be tough to grow up with a Mayweather as a Mayweather, or when Mayweather's your dad, or everybody know that you got money, or like any rich, like, so for an example, T.I. kid.
Yeah, I was just about to mention it.
Like, it gotta be difficult.
Yeah.
Now Damani.
It only be the one that be tripping. It's that little nigga.
Yeah.
That little albino be
Right.
tripping. The rest of them kids, nigga, fly right up under the radar.
Damani cold.
He is.
He can rap.
Yeah.
He like the exact. He's really, really talented, but he don't be on that.
Like he a gangster.
Yeah.
It's little bro.
Yeah.
Like I said, all them other kids, they straight. You don't hear no shit. It's the little nigga with the big ass teeth.
Yeah.
He the one that be tripping.
Because T.I. was just on Willie D's podcast talking about that. You know, him and that one got into it.
Yeah.
Because of that. Because T.I. like, man, like, let's be real, bro. You didn't grow up where I grew up. You didn't get it out the mud like how we really got it out the mud. You grew up in the suburbs.
This nigga probably grew up in a gated community,
Now,
like private school.
I will give him this though. And what he said was like, yeah, nigga, on the weekends, Monday through Friday, I'm at grandma's house though. Cause y'all not actually raising me. Like, if you want to keep it a buck, you know what I'm saying? Like, you on tour, you doing movies, you in and out of jail. Like, I'm at grandma's house. Grandma still stay in the same neighborhood that we grew up in. You know what I'm saying? Now, on the weekends, I come to daddy house and I got the mansions and everything like that. But like Monday through Friday, my nigga, I'm in the hood. And that got to be an interesting place, right? Because you know you have access to all this. But Monday through Friday, nigga, I'm at grandma's house. Like, so you can tell me that I got a silver spoon because I got gifts and everything like that. But like, are you actually raising me though? Because you're a fucking superstar. You got TV shows. You hear what we filming, right? And I'm a kid while we filming. But once them cameras go off and you go back on tour, and then Tiny, you the manager for the daughter's singing group, and they on tour. Who raising me? I'm being raised by grandma, and grandma stayed in the fucking hood.
You know what? We said that shit last week when your grandma was talking about you being the favorite. Like, nigga, it's full immunity at grandma's house. I can do whatever the fuck I want up over here.
Not at my grandma's house. We cannot do what the fuck we want. We got an old school grandma. No, we could not do what the fuck we want to do. Shit, grandma ain't no fuck. Nigga, grandma and granddad, grab me that Peachtree switch.
Go out there and get the biggest one and the longest.
That Peachtree switch. Nigga, we get legs whelped up like a motherfucker. Now, when we went back to, so after my grandfather passed in 89, 35 years ago, what's so crazy is when my grandmother, so, you know, we celebrate her 90th, right? You know what I'm saying? And it escaped me that when my grandfather passed, he threw my grandmother a giant birthday party at Red Lobster. Everybody was there. And then the very next day, he went and told their next door neighbors goodbye, thank you, everything, laid down, and was out.
The next day.
The very next day. So, like, the 90th birthday.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What's so crazy is, and we didn't realize at the time, my grandfather technically checked out before then, and we brought him back to life. I know that sounds crazy, but he was sitting in the car in the garage, and he was out. And we went in there and was like, granddad. And he was telling them, he was like, yeah, I was out of there. But I heard the kids calling my name, and I came back. And then he threw her a giant birthday party, what happened to be 35 years ago. I didn't even realize it at the time.
Yeah, Red Lobster.
Yeah, because Red Lobster was the shit back then. Big ass birthday party. You know what I'm saying? And then the next day he went to tell the Fosters, thank you, goodbye, everything, laid down and was out of here.
Crazy.
Yeah. So I was talking about
when
that.
people get close to the end, they know.
Yeah. So when we was down there, I was talking to my my aunt, and he just called me on Sunday and kind of reminded me of this. And he was like, and I was like, man, it's a great experience, the whole 9 yards, but I'm kind of scared though. Because when you're watching TV after the thing, it's always sometimes like, last time there was a big party, like somebody left. You know what I'm saying? So I'm cautiously optimistic. And even though I said that, I didn't even realize literally the very next day is when my grandfather passed, and that was 35 years ago to the day, which is fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? And that was in 1989, March 30th, 1989.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Look, man, I remember my grandmother passed, or was about to pass. She asked my mama to come down to Jersey with her for 30 days. 30th day, she left.
Oh, wow.
And then when my uncle was about to pass, I never forget, I was at the studio, like rapping and shit. He called me, said, I love you. The Chariots are coming to get me. He's like, I will not, and he told me, he said, I will not see 2 more Sundays. He saw that, he called me on a Saturday, he saw that Sunday, Wednesday, he was gone. He said, they are coming to get me. And he was like, and he said, he wasn't like, there wasn't like tears, it's like, I'm happy, it's time.
Yeah.
They coming. Like when my dad knew he was going to, like when I look back at it, my dad passed on a Monday. I remember that Thursday going by the house because he had a doctor's appointment that Monday, the day that he passed. And like I was supposed to be off of work. I was going to take him to our routine. We go to the appointment. We go to Coney, get some breakfast. Whatever little runs, he may have to go to Meijer or Target. I drive him around, let him do what he got to do. Then we go back home. We go our separate ways. And I was talking about, I'll be here about 8:30 on Monday. He was like, man, if I make it to that appointment. I was like, don't talk like that. He looked at me like, shit. And Monday he was gone. Like when he was getting ready to, I don't know if I've ever said this. The last conversation I had with my pops, he cussed me out. Like that was just like him in an essence. He was in the hospital. I went home to get something to eat. He left me a voicemail like, nigga, you leaving me here to die? Like, cuss me out. That's the last time I ever heard his voice. Next time I went to the hospital, he was fading. He was gone. Like when they get close to the end, they know, and I think that's they peace and solace. And we may not always know about it, but like that's their last goodbye to the family. Nigga, when my mother passed, like I remember her like kind of goodbye. Like she went out to lunch with my aunt. They had a good ass time. They was in the streets, went to the casino, and that was the last time I saw her as her. The next time I saw her,
oh man,
my nigga, she couldn't speak. And I remember my last thing I said to her was like, don't hang on for us. Like you gave us enough. And she squeezed my hand. It's the last time I seen my mama alive. Like they be knowing. Man, I don't mean to make a somber turn on shit, but like when you get to that point, like, nigga, I remember being in the hospital and I heard like niggas talk about going towards the light. I had a conversation with my mama. I seen the light. You know what I'm saying? We talked. And I remember her asking like, are you ready to come with me? And I was like, nah, I got the kids I got to deal with. And she was like, all right, I'll see you later. And like that, and nigga like, I came back. You know what I'm saying? So like niggas know.
When I be thinking about this type of stuff, I really do think we live in different realms and different
multiverses.
There's different dimensions that we can see, to see it and the unseen. And like, I do think when it's time for you to go, I think you just let that shit go.
Yeah, you do.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you do.
And like right now, I don't know that that's a thing that I can let go. But I think as you get closer, you start tapping into like, oh, I'm actually holding on.
Yeah, for sure.
I can like I wish I knew that the last time I talked to my mom was going to be the last time I talked to my mom. You know what I'm saying? Because like I think I was the last person, who talked to her while she was like up. You know, it was a Friday night. I came through, went to her bedroom. I come in the house, I go to her room, you know, talked to her for a hot second, gave her a kiss, went into the living room, talked to my pops and, you know, whoever else was over there or whatever. And I think I came back like the next day and she was like, yo, mom, she been asleep. She been asleep all day. You know what I'm saying? Like, she just never woke up again. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then like, that was a Saturday we went over there that Monday or whatever. And like, she was there breathing the whole night. Like, she just literally like never woke up again. And then we started coming over and doing all the other stuff. But like, I had the last conversation with her. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know that was the last conversation. You know what I'm saying?
I don't be believing in closure in like relationships. And when it comes to death and people and their families, like I think there's a certain amount of grace that God gives you in certain circumstances to have that closure with your family. Maybe they didn't know that it was their last time with you, and maybe you didn't know the exact time, but like how they saw you before you transition, sometimes that's the last memory, like saw you healthy, saw you yourself. Right. Like that may be like the last memory they need of you in order to deal with what's to come.
Yeah.
That's true. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not that.
Cause like my mom had tried to do a transition probably like a year or so before that. You know what I'm saying? And we brought her back. No bullshit. We brought her back. So she was doing her transition. She was in home hospice for like a year and a half or whatever. And she was going, and it was like, yo, this is going to be it. This is going to be in a couple of days. Y'all come around. And we was singing. We was in a circle. We singing, we praying, we chanting, and we praying the whole 9 yards. And she literally like it literally, you saw it come through and she looked, and I was like, Ma, and she looked directly at me and she held on for another fucking year. You know what I'm saying? My brother was coming home 2 weeks. She passed 2 weeks before he got home, and she was trying to hold on, you know what I'm saying, for him to come home. But like, it was tough, you know what I'm saying? But like, I do think that and like the last time, so, you know, we was in there in a circle praying and singing the whole 9 yards, but we was all like, it was just a different feeling. You know what I'm saying? We was kind of like, all right, we know how much this taking a toll on you. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not that we gave up, but I just felt like everybody was like, it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay now.
Like, it's okay. You know what I'm saying?
I said, well, my mom, I told her you gave us all you had. Like, don't just hang on just for us.
Yeah.
She didn't. And I found peace in just that. You know, when you living, it may not seem like you doing a lot, but like, nigga, this is everything that you have. Just living day to day, whether you go to work, pick up the kids, pick up your dry cleaning, go to a grocery store to get something to eat, like, this is your life. That's keeping you alive. All this is all that you have. And then like, so you never know where we really just assume that like, look, I got to pick up some cheese, some bread, and some eggs from Kroger. Yeah. I'm going to run out real quick and then come back and make some breakfast. Yeah. There's no guarantee that you're going to make it there or back.
That's true. Nothing in life is guaranteed.
Nothing. Well, you know, I say this shit on the pod all the time, where I always just assume I got more time.
We all do. Right.
And y'all know I leave. I don't do the goodbyes. Like, I just sneak out the back.
But I peeped how you do that. It's really, I peeped how you do it. I peeped the whole technique to it.
So when it's time for me to go, I don't think I'm going to tell nobody. I don't think there's going to be a conversation of, hey, I'm just going to walk away like.
But that might be the last memory people need to have of you.
Yeah, like a nigga left just how he always was. And
the Tesla done drove your dead ass home.
Right?
We found Jason in the driveway. And that motherfucking Tesla.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Drove 15 miles.
Man, you just never know how much, you know. So like how you say, like,
Well, let me ask you this then real quick. Let me ask y'all this. So we all know we got an expiration date, right?
Yeah.
Would you want to know?
Immediately.
You want to know?
Immediately.
What about you, Dame? You want to know?
Surprise me.
Yeah, I don't think I would want to know. Because then I'm going to be living my life on edge.
What if you find out you got 60 more years from now? That'll take a lot of fucking stress off you.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask, is it like an exact date?
Yeah, exact date, time, and everything.
Nah, surprise the fuck.
If that shit's on that piece of paper and they stay there, I'm turning that motherfucker over so quick. Cause what if
you turn it over, you down to 30 seconds, nigga?
Right.
I got a time to say, Lord, forgive me for my sins. What if you've turned that shit over and you got 2 weeks? You will live these next 2 weeks totally different if you know that.
For sure.
Tell
But I don't
me.
want to know though.
Tell me.
I don't know, man.
Cause like if I got, what if it said you got 10 years? And fuck this 401k. Well, you got a family. You know what I'm saying? That's different, right?
I can still say
I'm blowing
that.
everything.
Look, it's just me.
I ain't taking nothing with me. I'm spending everything.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to
get
like,
every
what
crack.
happens. What happens when I can't work no more? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like
You know what it'd be like? Like you always, like you say, you feel like you got more time. Like, oh, next year I'm gonna put them parts on the Trans Am.
Right.
Like, nah, bitch, I'm gonna do that shit tomorrow.
Tomorrow, exactly.
And I'm gonna drive this bitch fast as hell.
Exactly.
For the next 2
'Cause,
weeks.
like,
Exactly.
I want to go cross country on a road trip.
I want to do that shit.
You know what I'm saying? When I went to South Carolina in the Tessie, you know what I'm saying? That shit was cool to me, right? I'm like, I wonder how far I can get. I go somewhere, sleep there for a day, boom, 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 and go across country.
That's where I've been thinking about that. Like, I want to get like a motorhome.
Nigga, my homeboy parents.
Be off the radar. Be off the
Yeah.
grid, they call it.
Don't get me started about living off the grid.
Man, I want to live off the grid.
Look, my nigga, I'm gonna be growing my own weed and I'll be making moonshine. You're more than welcome to come down and get some because Jay has already declined both my offers.
Okay.
But I'm gonna make the best moonshine
This
in
nigga
Southeast
This
Michigan.
nigga don't fucking drink.
That don't mean I can't, nigga. That don't mean I can't make hooch.
Did nobody want your bottom of the barrel weak ass vodka?
Nigga, that shit.
You
gonna
ain't
be
making no tequila. You making some weak ass vodka.
bathtub
Do you drink
liquor.
vodka?
Nigga, before I stopped drinking, I loved vodka. Svedka, ice fucking cold. I love vodka. That was my go-to. Absolute.
Jesus Christ. Absolute?
Nigga, Stoysky.
What are you 19?
Stoysky.
Are you 19 years old, nigga?
Nigga, Stoysky in a white and red bottle.
Oh, ooh.
Stoli.
That's some heat.
Stoli. That's what I was drinking.
As
Nigga,
an
I love.
adult?
Nigga, I just stopped drinking maybe about 4 years ago.
That's disgusting.
1800 out the cap, ice cold. I
that's-
down 7
When we
shots
was
right
younger-
now.
When we was younger, the 1800 was a thing because we was kids. We ain't know no fucking better.
Hornitos.
I never knew how trash that fucking tequila was.
Nigga, I had a frothy evening at Motor City with some Hornitos and
Hornitos.
somebody that we know.
Hornitos is cool. It's cool for sure.
Yeah, I need them.
Chugging and fucking. Nigga, I love vodka was my shit.
If you
so
could pick
again,
if you could pick the day that you exit, would you pick it?
if I could pick the day,
Yeah. Like you can write your ending out. How you gonna go? The day that you gonna go? The circle. Like what? Would you do it? Or would you like surprise me?
nah, 60 years from now with something young. I want her to be in the bed with me like on The Color Purple. How'd he die on top of me?
I take you out of the
Yeah.
have a heart
I want
attack.
some
If you had an
young girl
option
to
to
take me out.
pick the date,
Yeah, I'd pick my date. Nah, I would take that option. But me just turning the card over and being like, here, this is the date. I don't want to do that. I want to pick mine and write my ending.
Give me 40 more summers and I'll be straight.
Because when you think about it, right, we're halfway there now.
could be.
So supposedly,
I'm probably
the average age, right, was 80.
I'm 42% there. I'm trying to get to 101.
You trying to get to 101?
Yeah.
Give me at least 80. Give me at least 82. If I get to 82, then I'm good.
82. No, our bodies is, if we didn't fuck them up, we're supposed to live at 120. But I'm trying to get to 101.
101?
Yeah. Because I will get to 100, but I need to do a victory lap. You know what I'm saying? So on April the 16th in 2083, I can tap out.
Tap out.
On my
Outta here.
birthday. Yeah. I could tap the fuck out. Around 10 o'clock in the morning, whatever that was. You know what I'm saying? My mom used to call me.
A nice little
At the
breakfast.
start of the morning,
Right.
nigga.
Be honest with you, now that I think about it, I ain't really did shit for my birthday since my mom passed. 2017.
Okay.
Ever since then, like, cause every year when my birthday come around, I'm like, what you doing? Blah, blah, blah. I'll be like, yeah. It's not like, I'm not like in a somber mood, but like, she used to call me every day. I mean, she used to call and sing happy birthday to me, and she'd make me a chocolate cake. And I don't have that. And it just be like, yeah.
My mama was for sure gonna make a birthday cake, and she was never gonna acknowledge me until the time I was born. That
she
day.
would call me that time specifically. Jason, at 10 such and such and such and such or such and such, I had you.
That's
Happy
dope.
birthday. You know what I'm saying? Have her whole little. I had a dream about my mama last week. Actually,
That was my mama whole spiel, and I know it's gonna be like baking cakes was like her hustle. She do like when niggas was getting like Ninja Turtle cakes or Barry Sanders cakes. Like nigga, she was
Barry
doing like
Sanders case.
nigga. She used to buy these molds of cakes.
Yeah.
and they'd be like maybe like a football player or a basketball player or a Cabbage Patch Kid. That was like the big money one. Like niggas was getting them Cabbage Patch Kids cakes, but she would always do the football player and make him look like Barry Sanders. He had like a chocolate body, the blue, and then the 20 on him.
My mom's was a good baker. Like she could cook for sure, but she'd bake some shit like a motherfucker.
Yeah, my mama used to bake, but she took like a cake decorating class somewhere, and nigga, that was it. That was it. Now we in full-fledged business. Like she making 3-4 cakes a week, and you better not be jumping around and let that motherfucking cake drop.
You know, we had the living room, the dining room, we had like the good china, you know what I'm saying? It's this big ass, and like
I
my mama
remember
would
those
make
days.
every once or twice a year, she'll like make some pudding, and like I don't know how she made it, but like she used the glasses with like the gold rims and like everything.
Let y'all niggas
It
know
was
this
like
shit's special.
once a year.
This
you know what I'm
shit's special.
saying?
She pulling the boys down.
Yeah, and besides that shit never got used. It's in the little thing, majiggy, whatever.
My
like,
bird used to make these shortbread cookies only around Christmas. The motherfuckers good as she make a ton of them bitches, and after Christmas we ain't seen them again till next year.
So let me ask y'all this. Y'all might want to answer, y'all might not. So if you can pick your day, are you picking before or after your loved ones leave?
I want to be gone. Y'all come back and find me.
So you want to go before them?
Like the kids and shit.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. I can't see myself burying one of my kids.
Yeah.
Like I can't even imagine that pain and emptiness.
So if I had
no, they need to.
I need to go.
Daddy.
Yeah, I need to go before.
If I had to write it out, I would have to go before my children and my wife. But that shortens my time frame. You feel me? Because I don't know if they're gonna be 101. You know what I'm saying? But
The messed up part about when you guys were talking about grandparents and parents passing. So last 2022, my granddad passed in March. Killed my grandmother. She passed in June.
man,
So like
Broken heart. That's
broken
been her
heart.
boo her
So
whole life.
It makes me think about what you just asking about loved ones and wife, and I don't know if I can. I would have to go before my wife, but she probably would be so heartbroken. She might. end up-
yeah, that's
I almost want us to both to go together. Like let's just hold each other's hand and just
yeah, because like
get it over with.
every time,
That sound like a movie scene, like
Yeah.
some dramatic shit.
because like one of my coworkers, her father passed. Her father's funeral is tomorrow, and I'm gonna go. You know, saying show love and support. But every time I go to a funeral, like you have to think about your own mortality.
Yes, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And then you end up being like wrapped up in your own stuff and you crying. Cause like if I pass, like how's my father gonna feel? How my brother gonna feel? You know what I'm saying? You start doing all this shit.
Is that dad calling?
No, this our guest.
Oh.
Yo. Damn. It's all good, man. We'll reschedule for a different time.
Next Friday.
Next Friday, we do Let me look at this date.
That's the 3rd. I can do that.
All right, bet. Yeah.
Okay. My bad, bro. Like, I'm like, fuck. I hate doing that kind of shit.
For sure. 8:30 next Friday the 3rd.
I got you. That's locked in.
All right, bet.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave that in too.
That's cool. It be like that.
What was you just saying?
Your loved ones going passing, or you were talking about your mortality when you go to
Yeah,
funeral.
man. It's like so like I want to go because like I remember vividly everybody who was there for me in my time, right? And I want to make sure I'm able to return the favor and just be there for people in their time. But like, man, you start thinking about that, man, it take you down a rabbit hole, man.
For sure.
It take you down a rabbit hole, man. It definitely does, man. But
You go in that rabbit hole, and you just keep thinking and keep replaying certain aspects of your life, like you said, as far as your family and things you want to accomplish, things you didn't, where your life going.
yeah, you be like, man, what am I doing the right thing right now? And
Exactly.
when you hear like all the accomplishments of this person, everybody saying all this good stuff, like, man, like this is what's really important. And we was talking about earlier about cars and shit like that. Like you get older, you're like, yo, that shit not important at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, the tangible stuff ain't as important as that intangible, the moments. And I remember like, so, I ran track, of course, you know what I'm saying, in school, but like my mom only got a chance to come to like one track meet. Right. You know what I'm saying? I never was like upset or mad about it because they was working, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but like
to provide.
when I lapped somebody in the mouth. Like I couldn't, like I was just so fucking happy that like they were there. Like that's the stuff that like matters. Showing up to somebody's game, or I don't care how many fucking toys you buy somebody, or like
the support system, being there for your kids, being there for your family. That's the most important thing. I'm starting to realize that as I get older, man. It's just
I just want to like legit. I just want to live long enough for all the kids to be somewhat self-sufficient. Y'all all living independently. Everybody got like a decent car. Like y'all call on if you need $100, you call your brother. Y'all not calling me. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all using each other as resources. Then I can be like,
your daughter tall?
Nah, she decent. She about 5'6", 5'7". So she
tall for a woman.
She's decent. She probably get a little taller, maybe 5'9".
I be wondering like, whenever I had children, like, yo, what they gonna be into? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, she not into
they own shit.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
They own complete shit.
I remember when we tried to put her in a basketball camp when she was probably about 5 or 6. Because I'm like, oh, she going to be a basketball player. Yes, this is what I need.
She don't get no fuck about no basketball.
She was just intimidated. She crying, didn't want to go out there. I'm like, man, I wasted my money.
Because that's what you wanted her to be in. She ain't never tell you she wanted to hoop.
And that's the one thing about being a parent. It's just because it's something you want to do, that doesn't mean that they're going to want to do.
Man,
I've learned that the hard way. Like
I love when my son played football, my oldest, because like when he really started to kind of turn the corner and get good, I was like, oh, in another year or two, he going to be a dog. But then like one day I picked him up. I remember it was snowing outside and the kids was playing at Northwestern. And I mean like, nigga, snow coming down like hard, like an NFL game.
Right.
And I remember like when he got in the car, finally got his coat back on, he just had like a look of disgust on his face. And I just told him, I said, look, man, we got one or two more games in the season. Just finish it out. I was like, if you don't love this shit, don't play it. Like, don't play this shit to appease me. I don't need to live your life. I don't need to I don't need to live vicariously through you.
Exactly.
So like, if you don't want to do this shit, I don't care.
Man, it's funny.
And he was just like, all right. And never said shit about football again.
It's funny you said that. I just had the same similar conversation. My daughter just actually was that Monday, Tuesday, a couple weeks ago. She like, I want to try track. I'm like, okay, if you're gonna do track, you gonna do it.
Yeah.
She don't need you to do it with her.
Exactly.
But she want to do track, but she wants your ass to stay at home and just come to the meets.
Come to the meets and come pick her up from practice.
Yeah.
After.
She don't want you trying to train her.
This past she like, it ain't for me. We talking to her, Tamika talking to her like, well, you said you wanted to do it. I'm like, look here. If she said it's not for her and she don't want to do it, I'm not going to make her do it. So I sat down, had a heart-to-heart talk with her. Like, look, If you really truly don't want to do it, I'm fine with you not doing it. But you need to make sure. Yeah, she's in 8th.
So I would like, look, try next year in high school, because this might be a different experience when that camaraderie with your team atmosphere.
Right.
8th grade, you're not gonna see these people no more.
Y'all a bunch of free agents.
You know what I'm saying? She going to Cass, like it's a community at Cass. You run the track.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Look, drop it out. If you want to do it next year, when you go to high school, it's gonna be a different experience, more professional,
for sure.
Different resources and everything like that. Try it. If it ain't for you, it's not for you.
Yeah,
you know
I kind of understand. This is a little more chaos in middle school, because when I went to the practice, I'm like, okay, are y'all practicing the blocks? Was like
yeah, Cass is different.
They just
they got a program.
Yeah.
She gonna have a strength and conditioning coach.
Because what's so interesting is like, your high school experience was you ran track, but you hooped.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so you have like, when you in sports, like you got like a built-in family. You cool by default because you're on a team. It's like it's a different experience. I did track. You played football for a hot second and shit, but like it's just a different experience. And like, yo, I almost think you get like a better experience in team activities when in high school, because it's so important to be like connected to people.
For sure.
That's what it'd be about in high school.
Brotherhood is tough.
Yeah.
Sisterhood,
But it'd be about relationship building. Like niggas I played ball with, like I looked on, we got an alumni page because we old niggas on Instagram, and it was like niggas that play like the secondary niggas, they still be hanging together. You know what I'm saying? Now they kind of old and chubby, but like all the niggas that play like DB and safety, they still be like getting together and doing shit with each other.
Like I do like the thing that the sports teaches you, the overcome adversity, the brotherhood,
life skills.
But you talk about relationships, like they change in high school. Like I said, me and Keenan been friends since 10th grade.
Right.
You know, like our lives look, she got kids, I got kids, her career and took her to other states and different, she a doctor.
Yeah.
Nigga.
Yeah.
And I mean, we still, in my mind, we still some kids from the West Side that was in high school together. Like the relationship, regardless of where we went in life, like that's always been my friend.
Exactly.
Even if we don't talk for maybe we fell out of touch for maybe like 2-3 years and we finally got back in touch. It's like we ain't miss a step. Like them relationships be with you forever.
Exactly. Sure.
And I think it's important for you to have relationships from like long relationships, because it connects you back to who you are in your essence. You know what I'm saying? Like some women, as women don't be having long time friends.
No,
like
because they hate each other.
Like a dude be like, "Oh, this been my band since we've been 6 years old."
Yeah.
Women be like, "I just met her 2 weeks ago."
You
Like,
be like, oh, okay.
where your long time friends at?
Yeah.
I don't like that bitch.
Women just evil. You know what I'm saying? But like, I think dudes just.
She ain't bring no money to Tulum and I had to pay for everything.
Right.
Like, me and that bitch ain't cool till I get my $400 back.
Yeah, that shit be wild.
And they stand on that shit forever.
Emotional.
Forever.
Emotional creatures. we kind of more think with logic a lot of times.
Nigga, you'll never hear 4 niggas go out of town and they fucking fall out. Me and my niggas go out of town all the time. We may not do shit. Like for real, niggas will have a whole itinerary, but we all grown ass man. Like nigga, I ain't getting up at 8 o'clock to go to breakfast.
Yo, we leaving at 6. Anybody who don't be at 6, nigga, we out. You know where we gonna be at?
Exactly. Just come down there. Or...
She didn't do none of the activities. Like, no, we don't give a fuck about that shit.
Yeah, but come Sunday, like when we about to depart, like niggas ain't beefed out. It's like, oh, nigga, we had a good ass trip.
Exactly.
Ain't do shit.
Exactly.
Nigga,
I could be in the room the whole time of y'all parlaying, and I'm like, man, I had a great time.
We went and saw one baseball game and shared 2 meals together in 4 days.
Like, man,
nigga, we need this next year, same time. We need this.
We was in Vegas, same way. Everybody didn't go to every single thing. Like, nigga, I'm fucked up. I'll see y'all niggas later. All right, cool. Oh, nigga, he got some hoes over here. All right, we in Miami. Like, all right, nigga, you go. All right, we be back in a minute.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We going to King of Diamonds and shit. Like, all right, I'll catch up with y'all niggas.
Exactly.
And it's like, I'm not mad that you didn't come, my nigga. It's, all right, it is what it is. Like,
exactly. Yeah, I don't be understanding that.
But we above 40. You feel me? Well, It's been about a good 10 years since I've been on like a fellas trip because niggas get too old. Everybody be married and different shit. Like you can't go on a fellas trip with you when you got a wife and children at the crib. Like
you got to be stretched out. Like I can go on one like every 5-6 years. Like maybe
you about to go where?
Exactly.
You about to go to Brazil? Hell, fuck no, you're not going.
You about to go to DR?
Like hell, fuck no.
I heard about DR. It ain't nothing but trouble out there.
Number prostitutes.
Exactly.
Number prostitutes.
Colombia? Hell, fuck no, you're not going to Colombia.
Medellin? What?
Right.
Like, cocaine and prostitutes.
Exactly.
That's hell no. Your wife ain't letting you leave the country with 4 other niggas.
Nah,
unsupervised.
Brazil or DR or Medellin.
Dang, music wise, man, you got a music pick this week?
I do got a music pick. I'm getting into the habit of adding it to my playlist, so I'm ready. But the name of the song is Cruel by an artist named Charity out of Detroit. She's an amazing singer. I really dig her music. So the name of the song is Cruel. It just dropped on DSPs, I think, this week. The song been kind of moving for a month or two, but it just finally hit the DSPs, and she's just a really talented young woman. So, and I want to see her win, and she's from my city. So
that's what's up.
That's my music pick of the week.
She really like I'm pretty sure she's international or national and all that, but like she like in Detroit, that's like the top of the top.
Yeah,
she out here.
Hey,
whose man's it is? I was talking about it before we turned the mics on, but I forgot what I was saying. That was before the cover tequila show.
Gerard Carmichael.
We didn't go through the Gerard Carmichael shit, did we?
We didn't, but I mean, it's our show. We got time right now.
Yo, that's just such a hoe ass nigga, dog. I just don't like that nigga, dog. Like, and not because he come out the closet 7 different times. We don't give a fuck, my nigga. How many times can you come out? Like,
till you niggas care.
Like, we don't fucking care. But he just a piece of shit person. And I don't like, you seen that clip with him and his father.
How he ambushed his dad.
He ambushes everybody. So Gerard Carmichael's a comedian. I used to watch the Carmichael show on NBC.
I never thought that shit was funny. Like, I like David Allen Greer on shit, but I didn't think his brand of comedy ain't funny to me.
I get you. I liked the show. Thought he was cool, whole 9 yards. He comes out, whatever, some years ago. All right, cool, nigga, do what you do. But he won't like let it go. You know what I'm saying? And he used that shit as a crutch. He did like I don't know if it was like the Emmys or the Golden Globes, and like niggas wasn't laughing at his jokes because it wasn't funny. He was sitting he was literally like sitting down on the ground, like sulking. Like that shit is weak. But he got this show. I guess him and Tyler, the Creator, are friends. He professes his love for Tyler, the Creator, like on the show, and like said, "You left me hanging." One is like, is Tyler, the Creator, gay, or is he out the closet? Because if he's not, you just outed him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he has come out though, because he was allegedly canoodling with Will Smith's son.
Oh, Jaden Smith, right?
Yeah.
Did you hear him say he came out? Because there's always been rumors. But like, if he hasn't said it,
okay. Like,
why would you put him on a camera and TV and do that to him? You know what I'm saying? He invited him to the Emmys or some shit, and he said, "Ha ha ha, stupid bitch." You got hold. You know what I'm saying? That shit is weird. He be having he just be on his text apps, going on Grindr, having niggas in and out the crib, doing weird, wild shit. The cover art of his TV show is him in some tidy whities and shit. Like, he doing way too much. He had this joke about his white boyfriend, that he feels like his white boyfriend reads so well that sometimes he feels like a slave or some shit like that. Like, we don't get down with that whole old slave play shit.
No.
And he tried to act like people took it out of context. Nigga, that's what you said.
Exactly.
And you double down on it. His parents are older, and like, he got this ambush style where he'll just put cameras up and try to have like a regular conversation. And he's lambasting his father. And his father just sitting there, tears in his eyes. You know what I'm saying? He an older. Let me see if I can find this clip, dog. Because this shit, It's too much, dog. It's just too much, dog. I don't fucking like this shit at all. Who sent that? That was
They online calling.
Oh, here we go.
Calling Meech McGregor.
Is a bag of bushings.
I fucking hate when you click on the fucking video and it opens up everything except that fucking video.
That's TikTok for you.
Fiend was.
Yeah, because you would never. So don't criticize how I come if you weren't going to say anything. You weren't going to do shit. I actually am doing something. Your option is no option. So don't criticize the way I do it. If the cameras help me, then they fucking help. But your way is nothing. Your way is silence. Your way is death. I'm not doing that. I'm being a man. I'm stepping up. I'm actually saying the things. These are your children and your grandchildren. These aren't my kids. I didn't fuck nobody. I ain't have no kids outside of my marriage. I didn't do that.
I feel so bad for his father.
And it's hard. It's really, really hard. And I had things I'm ashamed of too. But don't come at me with that shit. And yes, I bring in cameras. And yes, that's my way. And yes, I'm afraid to have these conversations without them.
I don't know who this man's therapist is, but he needs another one.
And so however I do it, I'm doing it. But you weren't going to do it.
This is ridiculous. He could have had this conversation with his father elsewhere.
I knew it.
You don't say the mouth full, son. You can express yourself. You can say what you want to say. You're gonna do what you want to do.
This is so sad.
Can I go home?
This is so sad.
Man, his father about to sit there and break down crying. Like, man, can I get go home, man?
Yeah.
Like, you got me on HBO. You got all these cameras. Like, if I'm not okay with your life, if this not what I envision for your lifestyle, okay, great. But like, I don't hate you. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Take me a minute to get cool with it. But like, I think what other people fail to recognize is that everybody doesn't have great interpersonal relationship skills. Some people have a hard time expressing their feelings and putting those into words or breaking down complex emotional issues. And if you lambast and degrade them because they don't have that skill or that capability, it's not my fault that I don't have that skill. I just never developed it over time.
Right.
And you just embarrassing your father on television, and because you feel that you need this to be comfortable, but this makes me uncomfortable.
Exactly.
You look how you talking to me.
Yeah, that wasn't cool.
He like, you said what you said, son. His father old as hell.
You said a mouthful, son.
Like, can I go home? It
Are
like
you done dressing me down?
It's damn to sound like I'm scared of you.
Exactly.
And like, that's just some whole, I don't give a fuck what your sexual orientation is. You don't treat your father this way, man.
No, you don't.
You don't treat your father this way. I don't like it. I don't respect it.
One thing I had to realize as I got older, because naturally as you get older, you and your pops don't see eye to eye on certain shit. Y'all grew up differently. Y'all don't agree on certain shit. And I used to see that with certain things with my father. Like, we just don't agree on certain shit. He may not believe. There was something like with a medical procedure, and he was like, oh, don't let him. It's like, I can't let you make that decision for me and what I think is best for me.
Exactly.
And you just grow up. But on the flip side, he only know what he know. He grew up how he grew up. His experiences are uniquely his, and he tried to do his best knowing what the fuck that he know.
Exactly.
Like, we're not always going to see eye to eye on some shit. Maybe your father didn't know how to deal with it, so his way of dealing with it was not dealing with it. And unfortunately, sometimes now that we get older, we find ourselves in therapy and trying to repair shit that we didn't break within ourselves. But like, that's for you. You can't make that man.
You dumping all your trauma on me. Don't fix.
Don't change
issue.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
like, what if I don't have the capability to express what I really feel about you, keeping you intact? What if I told you how I really feel about you, son? Like, would you think that's better for me? I don't know what he feels about his son because I'm not watching this fucking show. Because I'm not, you know what I'm saying? But like, what if I don't have the capacity to tell you how I really feel without destroying you? So out of these two examples, out of these two options, which both options aren't the best, I choose the one that's going to keep you whole. Because I can fucking destroy you.
For sure.
I can put you in therapy for 20 more years. Or I can just say, son, you're going to do whatever you want to do. I don't got no control over it.
Exactly.
Once you get to a certain age, you're a grown man.
Yeah, for sure.
Even when you were a child, I'm responsible for you. But like, I give you credit for saying this shit all the time, Dame. Like, fam, you don't own nobody. Anybody can do whatever they want to do at any fucking time. I can wake up and the love of my life can be like, I don't want to be with you no more.
Yep.
What can I do? I can't. What can I do about it? You a flesh and blood human being with free will that God gave you. If you decide to do something different, I'm going to be hurt. My feelings going to be hurt. I wish you would have made a different decision. What can I do about it? I can't fuck that. You're going to love me no matter what. Now I'm a dictator or some shit.
Exactly.
Like, I can't control it.
That's a good point.
I can't control it. Like, if you wake up and like, yeah, I don't want to do this no more. I found a 22-year-old. This is what I want to do. You made that decision.
You can be mad as fuck all you want to. Me and this young ass girl about to live our lives together.
I don't say that as in like saying like the emotional portion ain't gonna hurt. But like, if a person told you this is what they want to do, like, who are you to tell them that they can't do it? Everybody got free will. God gave everybody free will.
I only get one of these lives things, and you may think I'm fucking it up with this decision, but oh well.
It's your decision.
Yeah.
I can try to convince you. Like, yeah, think about it this way. Like, nah, I was a 22-year-old. Never had one. Want to try one. What am I do? I can put up a valiant effort to express my love and all that shit, but like,
what you gonna do? You gonna watch me spending this money with this young chick up at Nordstrom's every weekend? you know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna watch me wearing skinny pants and big ass shoes in about 6 months.
Sometimes
because she got me dressing like Quavo.
Sometimes I feel like, and if somebody doesn't approve of your lifestyle because you live one of the LGBTQ lifestyles, like they think it's offensive. But like I just think there are much more parents who just don't approve of their child lifestyle in general, who straight, heterosexual. Like,
yeah, that's true.
I don't like that you do this for a living. I thought you should be a mathematician. You do hair. I think you better than doing hair. And you could be the man that doing hair or the woman that doing hair, but like, I thought you should be a doctor.
Dog, you gonna stress yourself out. You legit gonna stress yourself the fuck out trying to be upset at another grown adult that you created living a life that they want to live.
It's not.
Nigga, even the Bible says train up a child in the way they supposed to go. You did your job. That's all you could do. That's all you can do is train them. From there, they on their own. You did your job.
I listened to Jay-Z when he was like, dog, I was who I was before I got here. My nigga, I can try to change, but that's just the top layer. Should I? Like, nigga, ain't no reason why I be wearing expensive chains. Like, I can act like I don't like this shit, but like, nigga, I was who I was before I got here. I don't even know, like, the person that I am today, I don't know with 100% certainty that I would not be the same person even if I had two different parents. I don't know. Is it nurture or nature? Like, the core of me.
All I'm saying, as a father of grown children and starting to watch them like live their life and do shit the way that they want to, God bless it.
So look,
I hope that you happy with this, because you're not gonna blame no shit on me. You made these decisions yourself.
So your first three children, same mother, same father.
3 different niggas.
3 different people. Me and my brother, two different people. Guys, we share some of the same core values, but we two different people. Me, my brother, my cousin Netta, we lived in the same house, went to the same schools, went to the same church. We still three different people. I don't know for a fact that who your parents are changes who you are as a person. I do think there is some. I think it's some heavy weighting on that.
There may be some correlation, but like, look, you gonna, regardless of what your parents did, you gonna be who you. It may help shape and mold who you become, but you're gonna be who you're gonna be. I feel sorry for Gerard that he's not sorry, but I can feel some sort of empathy for him that he's carrying all this hurt around after all these years. But I'm in full agreement with you. Dumping on your father ain't gonna change that hurt in your heart, son.
Putting cameras in niggas' faces, come on, man. He not from this generation.
It ain't gonna, like Mr. Willie
that man he in his 70s, if not older. He don't. Why you putting a camera in his face?
And you think a black man that done lived through Jim Crow and everything else and done made it to be 70 years old gonna change now?
Oh, that man definitely in his 80s when I think about it. Because Sugar Ray's 67. That man in his 80s. Gerard Carmichael damn near 40.
That man is who he is.
Yeah, for sure. You know you can do it.
And while he gonna see less summers than you probably, let that man cook. Let him live.
Who man is this?
Dumbass.
Whose man is this?
Dumbass Gerard Carmichael. Busby, I don't know if you feel like doing this, but typically at the end of the show, we give our guests the first.